She gets off for murdering this nigga, and this charge is fucking manslaughter, and she's not even gonna serve 10 years. We'll be lucky if the bitch served 5.
We on your ass, bro.
Huh?
Bro, relax, Corey. Goddamn, nigga just put out the gas. That nigga said, "I'm flooring this bitch."
He said, "What's good, Miley?"
Dog.
Y'all good?
I'm ready, dog. I'm ready.
Bro, I can't deal with this nigga Ali, bro.
This nigga Ali so glad that he not on the hot seat this week.
I got the problem.
It's just a matter of time, though. You might slip up today, so it's just a matter of time.
He might. Ali been smart though. He's like, yo, I'm supporting all the black issues, yo.
He been strategic.
Even if I disagree.
He been stepping up. Yeah, I mean.
Even if I disagree, man.
Well, I mean, you know,
PR, BDA law firm.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking. It's like the simp, but like for like race issues. He's like a racial simp.
Yeah, they call that young white girls.
Nah. I just think my boy Ali, he's learned over time because that nigga used to be terrible.
Used to be racist.
The first episode he called niggas blacks. That was wild.
Oh, that's racist.
Well, he said he didn't like black girls, so we falling all under that. You know what I mean?
No. Back then I wasn't more.
Back then you was racist?
I would say no. Back then I was more like, oh, let me just get to the point. Like, is this a true or not? Yes or no? And now it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't say that because that's not what.
Elaborate.
You try to understand.
Oh, like, elaborate.
You're empathetic, sir.
If I call black people the blacks, are you black? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So in my head back then, I was like, oh, it's true. So why wouldn't I be able to call them, right?
So you're saying you're more ignorant.
Yes.
Basically.
So you got character progression already.
Character development is real for Ali, man. He got more black friends. You know, he joined the Smokers Club.
Okay.
We had to rough this nigga up a little bit, man. We had to tell this nigga, hey, bro.
No, I mean, I'm still young.
You still racist?
Back then, I was even younger. No, I mean, it's a matter of like just being young and someone that's not like accustomed to American culture. Like, I'm still Middle Eastern, you know. Like I said, I wasn't born here.
Shout out to the chat, Joysick, Raiden, Jenny, Shamu, SK for subbing.
That being said, Tony Zeta, no, I still don't like dark skinned chicks.
Wow, character regression.
I'm playing.
Wow, no, you can't play like that. We got him.
Guy Cookie.
Me and Matt got evidence.
Aura.
That he actually does like black people.
Yes, we actually have like very concrete evidence. Yes.
What the? Oh, okay.
Shamu with the gifted subs.
He's seen some heat. He's seen some heat at Waffle House. Was like, oh. He was like, oh, now see, that's what I'm talking. He's like, I like that. He's like, that right there. Me and Matt was like, oh, so you do fuck with you.
Yeah, it was like, so you do fuck with him. We get it. Yeah.
So do you guys think it's racist if you don't like dark skinned chicks?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
But it depends on what you're it depends on how loosely you want to use the term racist, but like
colorist.
No, not really.
Not okay. So this is what the problem was with Ali at first. So Ali was like, he had never really seen like a pretty black girl, so that's why he said he didn't like black girls. Well, when we were at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, this nigga seen this girl, and then that nigga like did a fucking double. Like this nigga almost broke his neck, and I'm like, God damn, nigga, stop being so fucking obvious.
It was like that,
bro. Ali, it was just like that, bro. Like, no cap, bro.
So he was like, when the fuck did that happen?
Facts.
Damn, I wish I was there.
So Ali, you say you still don't like black girls?
Not like black girls.
Hey, don't he watch a lot of black porn, or does that count?
Yeah, I like him.
I mean, he did say that he watches a lot of porn. I mean,
does that count?
I said that.
Yeah,
Yes.
you definitely did.
You said if y'all actually saw my incognito tab, y'all would probably realize I'm not really racist. But
like
then I don't know how to take that. Wow.
Nice cover.
Yeah,
Let's say
you.
about that.
I think.
Shit, I got him. I don't know.
I think
That sounds like me.
specifically said, Ali, is that you watch ebony porn and like you like watching
You didn't
fat ass
specify.
or something like that.
I like Pogs more better.
I like Paul.
I like
PAWG.
Mo better.
In other words,
Better.
hog.
Yo, shout out to Cam and Koso Mac for the subs. Like Drake was saying, let's start off by R.I.P. Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Yes.
Rest in peace, George.
Floyd.
Rest in peace.
So sometimes like you see something and it hadn't taken off yet. So I saw it. I was like, yo, this is like he died, and like the video. I'm not sure if you guys watched the actual video, where
Yeah, it's kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, where like if somebody's saying they can't breathe, you would think
What the fuck are you doing?
it'll be like some remorse, like at least a little bit, to just check it. And then the video that I saw, they kind of fast forwarded it, and then you just saw like he stopped moving, and then even after the bystander was saying, "Yo, he's not moving anymore," he was still on his neck, like.
Yeah. Like the
That shit was
paramedics
crazy.
was there. This nigga was still on his neck.
Yeah. What do y'all think about the entire situation?
Hey, I think that nigga's scum. And like I feel like at this point, like there's always gonna be scenarios like that. But what really drives me is like his partners as well. Like if you see some shit like that, you don't stop it. Like you don't like. It just I don't understand that.
That's what I don't like about the way cops handle that situation is that they come in and assume that that whoever they're with is immediately like the other cop is in the right without actually fully assessing the situation. And then even when they have the full knowledge,
They just still rock with
all
it.
you want to do is crowd control while the person behind you is killing somebody.
It's killing somebody,
it's
bro.
crazy. Like you can easily look
And
back and
it's-
see that. And if you know that that's not protocol to do, like that's not allowed to do. It's more ways to restrain somebody than restricting their airways so that they can't breathe. I was saying like, I even though this wouldn't have been good either. But fucking even I would prefer stepping on a nigga's back or kneeing a back versus on somebody's neck. That's like the worst. That's the easiest way to off somebody is the neck. Like that's the craziest thing to do.
And my
Now go ahead,
bro. Oh, and like why is your knee on his fucking neck when two other people were helping you hold him down? It was three niggas holding him down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
And
more
he's
ways
in
to,
fucking handcuffs.
restrain. That's
and
like
he's-
you cutting somebody's
he's-
airway off. with
And
the
he's
neck.
literally he's saying, "Please, I can't breathe. Can y'all please stand me up?"
Yeah, that's a scary situation to be in because
And nobody out of all four people, nobody was like, "Hey man, like get off his neck," or nobody was like, "Hey man, like he can't breathe. He may not be able to breathe."
That's-
My thing is
Nobody.
He's not Superman.
That's my
it's
biggest-
It's not much you could do with handcuffs. My bad, man. It's not much you could do with handcuffs on. You are like you have no strength. So the thing is, you can't force somebody off of you. Like it's one thing, like okay, you resisting, moving around. If that's the case, call more cops. Don't fucking. It's not like this dude could punch you. He can't hurt you. He can't use a weapon against you. The danger is at minimum. The most he could do or some crazy shit is maybe bite you at the most. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're in a position of power once you restrain somebody's hands.
That's
Draco's-
my thing.
Go ahead, man.
That was I was just gonna say, bro, that was my thing that was just that fucked me up the most about it was that it seemed like the cop had no remorse. Like, bro, this dude's hands was in his pocket. And not only was his hands in his pocket, like you said, it's a bunch of cops around and none of them said anything. Like none of them took an initiative to be like, hey bro, like you don't think you need to take his leg off, like take your knee off the back of his neck.
Yeah.
And it begs the question to me is like, how many times do and this is why I say fuck all police, because how many times do you or how many times has there been where a cop has seen something that's not right and they just let it slide because it's one of their own?
And it's also because they don't want to be the ones
You-
to blow
you
the
know
noise
what-
and whistle blow because they it's like for them it's a career. So you don't want to out somebody else and jeopardize being blackballed on the force, and they take that shit too.
That's a very real thing.
Because they don't hold each other
Yeah,
accountable.
and-
It's just worse. You know somebody's doing something
And
wrong.
you know,
You see it. and you know I'm not gonna say anything because if I do, people
And there
that
was
I
that
work with gonna
video
look at me like I'm
afterwards
crazy.
where like the entire most of the police force was outside of that man's house protecting him.
Yeah, while the
Right.
city was burning.
That was a National Guard
Right.
too. It was some of the National Guard also.
And
Yeah, there was,
you
like, a
know
crap ton of people.
what the most mind-boggling thing about that shit is like they
Nah, that
did
shit
that
was
shit.
baggling.
They did that shit on camera with people telling you, "Hey, he said he can't breathe. Get off his neck."
Right.
Yeah.
So what do
Imagine
they
what the
do?
For
fuck
me, that's
niggas doing when nobody's recording.
yeah, that's like the most thing for me. Whenever I watched it, there are some things where you just watch that's so malicious that you can't help being moved. I was in tears when I was watching it because it's in disbelief that it could ever happen, and you could just see the look on his face is what like is chilling.
Yeah, that one in particular I didn't really understand because even I don't know, it just like I can't even justify in my head why that would even happen in the first place. It actually doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand it, but
Yeah, I think that's the thing where it's like, as a black man, sometimes you understand that it could be any of us in that situation, and you picture yourself like being like that helpless, where somebody's knees on your neck, you're handcuffed,
And nobody's helping you.
nobody's helping you, even though you're saying that you can't breathe. You know, like
And that's like
And I think that's kind of chilling. Like, bro, I couldn't imagine like losing breath and like knowing that I'm about to fucking die, and people just sitting there recording me,
yeah.
and nobody's
know,
doing nothing.
So,
have you
you know,
ever,
the
have you ever
internet-
done any research into the bystander effect, where people are capable of watching straight out murder occur right in front of them and they just won't be able to do anything?
right.
So I
Is
don't know if
that
you
a
guys
cause
saw
of
that.
the-
Did you
the
guys see that
shock
tweet
factor?
by Polo G about?
yeah.
He was basically saying, "How can you guys let that man die? Why didn't you attack the cop?"
Yeah.
Well, you see,
Yeah,
now
the
that
internet-
that gets a little wild. because
That's
you have to
crazy.
look at the situation because for one, everybody values their own life. And in that kind
probably
of
a random
situation-
person
in
to
that
them.
kind of in that kind of situation, it's not even that. In that kind of situation, just running up and like tackling the cop off. Now you put your like you could
You
also,
could die.
you could literally they could literally at that point kill you and then they justify because you attacked them. Yes,
Like-
you are saving somebody's life, but you gotta move in a way where them like you don't want to die. Like the thing is, I don't want to say like you don't want to die. You know what I'm saying? It's like you run up and just try to tackle him off. That most likely at this point, if they're doing this to this man who's restrained, and they're
What the
gonna,
fuck
they're
they
gonna
doing to
fucking-
you?
I think, yeah, 100% they think that they would shoot you in that case. Like I think that they really would.
Because then you're giving them
literally
reason to.
You're literally charging at them.
If
You're literally
multiple
trying to
people
attack
though
them.
threatened to actually prevent violence, they probably would have acted.
Yeah,
I mean-
I think it can't be one person. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
It can't be.
It can't be one person. If there was like a crowd of people and they all basically threatened to like mob them, or like gave the
Yeah, yeah.
impression that they would act, then the police would do something. And something tells me that whenever the officer was on his neck, there's like a weird thing that happens whenever you know you're being recorded. Part of me feels as though he continued to do that just because he was being recorded.
I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
kind of know what you mean.
I think it's like I don't know if it's a pride thing where it's like I don't want to stop what I'm doing just because you guys tell me to stop.
It's just a doubling down. You don't
Yeah,
wanna
it's like
admit
yeah,
that.
no, well, like I think it's a little bit more like it's like I think he's more thinking in his head like, oh, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm definitely not doing anything wrong. You know, I don't have to change what I'm doing. 'Cause
I'm the
he's
cop.
recording me, 'cause-
I'm the
'cause
cops.
I'm not doing anything wrong. Type thing.
But the situation is so fucked up because say you do something, right? Like it's not justified unless the man dies. You see what I'm saying? Because if you do something and he doesn't die, it just looks like you were attacking the cops.
What I took from this from it as well, right, is like the internet the internet has made the world a neighborhood, and what I was interested in is like people from other countries and what they were saying about what they were
Facts.
saying about what they saw, right? So apparently, what I'm coming to realize is like in other countries, like a lot of cops don't have guns. They have to use they have to use communication to de-escalate situations.
It's the last
Yeah,
resort.
exactly. It's a last resort. That's what I'm saying. Like, but a lot of them don't have guns.
But that's
So-
because the laws over here
And
are
or
different,
they
though.
don't even resort to violence to subdue someone or to arrest someone. So it's easy for people on the outside in other countries where police don't have guns, where police don't really like resort to violence like that, for them to say, hey, we would have just rushed up on the cops and we would have just done that. Like, clearly people in other countries are not afraid of law enforcement, versus here where you have multiple people in this call saying, yo, if any one of those people that were outside watching that would have touched the cop, then they would have got shot, or they would have got their ass whooped, so on and so forth.
They're getting shot. Well, wait.
You getting shot.
It depends on your race.
Yeah, honestly, I'm about to say, if you're black, you are getting shot. If you're white, you might not get shot.
Get back.
Like,
you might.
Yeah, they probably tried to de-escalate it from there, but you probably would not get shot.
And then
I think people need to kind of get grouped together in those kind of situations. Because I feel like, though, if 10 people did kind of walk up like, yo, we're not about to stop, they're going to have to, get all of us. That might, by the time backup come, because then at that point, this dude who's on his neck is going to have to get off to also defend, because now we're going to need another body.
It's difficult.
But
numbers always,
those 10 people are still going to go to jail for something impeding an arrest.
Yes, I'm saying, where it's like you're going to go to jail, it's not going to be justified because nothing happened to the guy.
Yeah.
Right. So
and now it's all you did was stop cops from making an arrest.
Exactly. So that's why the situation is so fucked up. Where it's like, I think it's easier when it's somebody you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, say we had a con or something, and
it's easier to risk that.
Yeah, it's easier to risk that. But I think now for a stranger, like, I'm not sure what he did. I'm like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, okay, yo, that's crazy. Like I'm gonna at least say something, but as far as like jumping in and attacking the cops, I'm not sure if I'm doing that.
That's why I had asked the question.
I'm not sure if I'm doing that.
That's why I asked the question. If you saw like a very close friend in that situation, and I had to put that scenario in there because, like you just said, you're not gonna help a random person, because you would even be reluctant to help your friend in that situation because of the consequences. So that's why
I think it depends on who you are too. Because I seen a post today of, I don't know when this happened, but it was Denzel Washington, and he saw cops harassing like a homeless man. He actually he got in the middle of that, calmed the guy down, gave him food. He de-escalated the situation where they was able to arrest the guy without incident. Now, the only reason why this can go forth is because he's Denzel Washington.
He's Denzel.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
People, for one, he's known.
Yeah.
So
it's like you
don't want to be the cop.
You don't want to. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nigga. If you can't Denzel, nigga, we riding like.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, we should sit down.
But if it was like Joe Blow, if it was quietly trying to de-escalate,
well, maybe not quietly, because that nigga.
What I'm saying is,
that's
what I'm saying.
Be more willing to do it quietly. They would be like, "Oh nah, you big black man, back the fuck up."
He was threatening.
But it's also the fact that there's money behind Denzel, in the sense that he's, for one, well connected. Like the lawyers that he probably has, for one, and then the connections of people that he knows.
Influence.
The influence is ridiculous. So that also plays a part into it too. But for the average person to just think that it's one thing to want to be a hero, because nobody wants to sit there and watch that. But to put yourself, that's what separates. That's what makes a hero that you put yourself out there.
They know that they can't touch Denzel.
Everything.
They can't touch Denzel. I think America would be turned upside down if like Denzel got shot by the cops.
Oh nigga, bro! I promise, bro. Nigga, bro. We hitting the streets like everywhere if Denzel go down.
And what's crazy about this is that, like, our conversation we had last week after the Ahmaud Arbery situation, right? That happened in February, but recently, like, it's come to light, and I saw that the guy that was driving and following him, he got arrested.
Yeah, he got charged too.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, with all these things kind of coming to light, it's like, yo, this is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? At some point, like I've been saying, we just, like, I don't think these are like exceptions anymore, man. Like, this is just how things operate, and these are the things we catch like on camera and things we find out about. There's like a small story
unknowns
where like a white kid pushed this kid in like in a river. I'm not sure if you guys heard about that.
I have not. No.
Yeah, a white kid pushed a black kid in a river. And they said they're not gonna charge the white kid, just because they said
the kid died.
Yeah, the black kid died.
He pushed him into a river.
Yes. He didn't charge him.
Jesus.
Yeah, it said he.
How old were they?
It looked like they were like 12, 13, something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it's not getting any national attention because it's like in this like a small county, so it's like things like
What
that
did,
that we.
did they say like what the kid pleaded? Like, did he say, "Oh, it was on accident," or he like purposefully did it?
He did it on purpose.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they didn't charge him. But these things they don't get a lot of attention, so it's like they just kind of get swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the video I shared with you guys about the guy that got arrested. Well, he got charged with assault.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he actually got assaulted by the cop, where it's like the rioting and what's happening right now. How do you guys feel about all that going on because of the situation that happened?
It's
So,
like a really
I feel-
complex issue in general because on one hand you can sit here and be like, oh, obviously it's fucking retarded because at the end of the day you're just kind of like burning down your own community. But on the other hand, you can say, oh, well, like the only way to get people to listen to what we're trying to say is to make like a big commotion. So like I don't really know how I feel about it, but yeah. It's
Yeah, I was like, I know like the common argument is like, yeah, like why would you fuck up your own community? But I kind of see, I'm not saying I necessarily agree with it, but I do understand like Target in that area, it kind of they fund like the Minneapolis police, and like that's where the headquarters of Target is. So they just hit that bitch hard anyway. So and then I think like AutoZone got hit. I don't know, and that just happened to be in the vicinity. So like I'm not really sure about that shit.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know
what
about
think-
that,
what I
Corey.
think-
That's like a
what I
weird
think-
framing
what
of
I,
that.
What I think about the looting is that now to be honest, I don't think it does anything. But because I got into an argument with somebody about this earlier, and I was telling him because people always say you're burning down your own community. The thing with that is that most of the time, even in our own communities, black dollars do not circulate or come back to the community anyway. We spend the most money, but it does nothing for our communities. We don't own a lot of the stores and businesses that we live around, so it kind of does nothing to us. It just honestly, we just spending our money and it just goes into
Yeah, but that's like
it doesn't really do anything. You could say one thing for the jobs. Yes, it gives some people jobs, but in the big scheme, it's not really.
No, but
doing
that's like a
doing
really
anything.
one-dimensional way of viewing things because like I understand what you're saying, but like it's not just about like black-owned businesses. It's not like businesses in your area are important whether they're black-owned or not. Like if you don't have businesses in your area, like prices are going to go up. And
No, but I'm saying
like,
it's no owner. Like when you say your communities, most people don't feel like it's their community. You know, there's no pride or there's no ownership in that such community. So to them, it's not. This is my community. It's just that there's not a sense of belonging. You know what I'm saying? That's where it comes from. So it's like fuck this shit. This shit ain't doing nothing for me anyway. I don't really care. That's where it's you don't care about it because it's not really you feel as though it's not affecting you. It's not yours. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no pride in it.
Yeah.
but
why
like
it's so easily to do it. Now, like I said, I don't think
I don't really
I don't think
understand
I
that
don't think it
whatsoever. I'm
serves
gonna be honest.
It doesn't
but-
serve a purpose. What I'm saying is that for you to say this is your community, you don't feel like it's your community. That's the best.
Froob,
I mean,
I guess
think
Froob, the best way is like in certain communities you got like corner stores that you kind of feel connected to, and it's like the bodegas, like sometimes like the sandwich stores. It's like, all right, those are my people, those people I support. Whereas like these people, I don't think they have a connection to Target. If it's Target,
Well, yeah,
feel
I
like
understand
a
what
big
you're saying,
corporation.
but,
Bro,
like-
I think it's to send a like honestly,
It's symbolic.
obviously
of
it's it's to send a message.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, obviously.
now whether it does something or not, I think that's to be determined because like what I do know right now is that because of the protest, they prioritized this investigation and just this dilemma that's going on right now. So for people to say that it's not doing anything or it does nothing, I don't think that that's true
I think people
because
take advantage though. OD sometimes.
yeah, for sure,
You know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying?
There's
Take advantage
always
of any
there's always going to be people that take advantage, but
Right.
you're like you can't try to sort the good apples from the bad apples in that scenario. Like who's there really
Yeah,
like
well, that's
taking
true.
advantage and not taking advantage? Like it don't matter in that regard because like what the overall picture is yo, we're tired of your shit and we can't kill y'all because like I mean I feel like that's going too far. So let's destroy this shit. Let's send a message. Let's fuck this up until
I
y'all
think it's their only,
acknowledge
yeah,
us.
The thing
it's
is,
their
Matt,
only, it's their
I
only
don't
outlet.
think there's a good end goal in sight without leadership.
That's
Because
true.
there have been so many situations where atrocious things have happened, but it's decentralized.
Yeah,
A
everybody
lot
gotta
of
be
the
on the same
protests that
accord.
happened in like the mid 50s to 60s that kind of started the black movement, there was usually a central figure there.
Correct. So
So I don't
okay,
really know
like,
where this is going to go because I feel like in a few months there's going to be something new that happens and people are going to be it's going to be a continual cycle of people just being outraged. But is
well, I
anything
think
actually going to get done?
I think the issue at hand. Well, I think what we need to do, obviously, is acknowledge the issue at hand. So, what I think, like, obviously, there's a race thing tied to this, but what I feel is the more glaring thing is the fact that the police are out of control. So, if this leads to just even one police police department saying, yo, we're not gonna take any more applicants, we're not gonna take any new hires, all like what we're gonna focus on right now is revising our procedures. If it's even one police department, that's a small victory that
Mhm.
I'm willing to accept.
Yeah.
And they also need,
I
they
think
also
the,
need, they
the
also need to work on the relationships though that the police have
Exactly,
with
the
the communities
relationships with the
that they
community.
police. Yeah, that's a
I
big
agree.
thing because most police where I live at, which is like where I work too, which is close to North. Most of the cops here don't live. They don't. A lot of them don't live there. Like it's like a lot of them. They don't live. They live in like different areas, like far away. So they come. They literally just come in here to work. So I
Alright.
feel like the care is not the same. This is not their neighborhood.
My thing is, okay, so we say the system needs to be revamped and it needs to be better. So we're saying establishing more relationships within the community with these
Yeah.
cops. I guess more programs where there's more connection so that when you, I guess, encounter some of these people, it's not as hostile. I do think in the midst of all this, I mean, sometimes like you really can't help it. Like in this situation, well, there's a lot floating around as to why he got arrested.
Right.
The most recent thing I'm hearing is it was like a $20, like a fake $20.
Yeah, like forgery or some shit like
Yeah,
that. That's what
like-
I was saying too.
So it's like, I think we have to be aware of just like, all right, the situation at hand. And again, it doesn't mean that it's right for them to treat us that way, but do everything in your power to like we were saying, to get home. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what could have been done in that situation after like he got arrested to kind of stop that from happening. But like, I think our responsibility is to just like, all right, whatever it is, let's just make it home. Because, there are situations time and time again where I'm just like, where I see like somebody just doing a little bit too much.
Well, that's like one of the things because like okay, like the big thing is everyone's like, oh, Froob's white, he doesn't understand like what it's like to be black, and I mean like that's obviously true. I can't understand that, so like the only way I will be able to understand is by like like obviously like watching these videos and like seeing like oh like what happened, like if I was in the scenario, how would I deal with it and all that type of stuff, and like in that scenario 100% like I don't like you can see like it's just completely fucked up, and like that like adds to like that whole side of the argument. But like the other side is like the video that Corey linked earlier that we were arguing about in DMs. It's like
You wanna
I
talk
see
about that?
videos like that all the time. Like, hold on, let me actually. I had the tweet pulled up a second ago.
I'll show it on stream.
Is that going to be a violation of TOS if you show it?
Actually, it might. What is it? It might.
Link it in the chat.
I don't know what's the video.
I mean, no one's getting shot. Or
No
no
one's-
one's
it's
getting
just like,
killed, but it's like guns are in the.
Hey,
video.
guns
But
are-
like,
I mean, we
the-
play Warzone all the time.
okay, so this is the problem I
All the
have.
time.
Okay, so you have to think
Oh.
about it from my perspective as someone who's quote unquote trying to understand like the entire thing. Okay, so when I see this terrifying moment for a young black man and his family in Texas as numerous cops point guns on him and then assault his 90-year-old grandmother. His alleged offense: rolling through a stop sign. Okay, like this is like the most like I guess like biased way you can like frame the situation possible. Like, and they even lied about assaulting like the grandmother. No one ever touches the grandmother. She kind of just like falls over, like seemingly on accident. So it's like the problem I have is like if you're trying to make a case for this, like the thing, like okay, like that like the cop standing on that guy's neck, like that video is like terrible, and it makes the point perfectly for like the argument that like cops are completely fucked up. But like I have a problem with people like selectively like I don't know like try to like essentially like fake news stories to like make it worse on cops. Like I don't know what the
You
point
mean
of
like
that is.
following a trend? They see, oh, you know, hashtag Black Lives Matter, so now they can post a video that's semi-related to
Well,
it. so
Froob,
they
you
can
also have to
blow up.
understand that yes, part of it is them. It's a chain reaction. People will vent, and some people will do it for malicious intent, but a lot of it is people just venting out their frustrations. So they're going to make everything dramatic if they can because it's a real issue that's on the line. And just like how that's an example, it's like that the video you pointed to is also like a one-time example in the light
Well,
of
yeah,
things.
but
So, like what's the
like I
conclusion you
said,
have from that?
well, no, because like the point I was trying to make is just like I said at the beginning, I'm white, so I can't understand what it's like. So I have to go off the information that I'm being dealt with, like of these videos. And when I see people like, oh, this is a prime example of how fucked up it is, like how cops treat black people, and then it's like, wait, this is like a terrible example of that, in my opinion. Then like it's like not going towards your argument. It makes your argument look poor.
So what you guys are talking about was the whole situation, whereas he pulled them over by flashing his lights, but the siren wasn't on.
I
Right.
guess I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what the reasoning behind that is. Like,
Yeah.
like why you would not turn the.
Yeah. So the lights are on, and normally for me, I don't pull over until I hear the siren.
Yeah, I thought that's.
Same.
I thought
That was the whole point of me.
I gotta hear that
up,
whoop.
Like,
Once I hear that, then I'm like, all right.
Because
I guess
sometimes they just whoop you a little bit. Like they'll
Yeah.
put the lights on, and if you don't stop, or if you don't pull over, then they'll hit you with the whoop.
Right.
I mean,
then you pull right over to the side.
Yeah.
They don't even hit you with the full. The full
Yeah.
blast.
Right.
I'm not entirely sure how exactly I feel about that, but like even going with that, like I understand what you're saying, but like the dude, let's say that happens to me, right? Let's say I like the officer's following me like without sirens, and then I pull into my driveway, and then I turn around and I see, oh wait, what the fuck? The cop was like behind me the entire time. Oh shit, I fucked up. I wouldn't proceed to just sit in my car for the next 6 minutes and then ignore everything he's saying. You know what I mean? I don't know.
but think about it like this: the way that I'm not saying that this could have been what actually did happen. I'm just saying this could have been just to help our side a little bit more. Would
My
be
fault.
like, because right after you're done with the drive, I'm always on my phone, so I could be on my phone for like a couple minutes before I get out of the car. That's what I kind of assumed that he was doing, and then like I don't know if he had headphones or not. It didn't look like he had headphones or not. But once he hears the cop use the siren to call him out, because you can yell at someone's car, but if their windshields are up, it's not like they're gonna 100% hear it.
Right.
So
I
Yeah,
especially
I mean,
plenty of times where I
like,
just don't pay attention.
Exactly.
Like if you watch a video and like the situation, like there is almost like I don't want to completely rule it out, but there's like almost a 0% chance that like dude did not know that the cops were behind him. Like I think the best argument that you can make is that he was just afraid and he didn't know what was going to happen, so he didn't want to get out of the car. That's the best excuse you can make. But to say that he didn't know they were there, I don't buy that at all. But
I think the entire situation is weird. I think like staying in the car for 6 minutes doesn't help, but some people are really just at a point where they're like, man, I don't know what the hell is gonna happen here. Like,
Yeah, like he's telling me to get out my car, so I'm not really trying to do that.
Dead ass scared. Especially
and for
when
me,
they-
sometimes I'm just
And
like,
he
don't
was
even know
dead
they
ass
did
scared.
something.
but okay, my thing is like, I think more of us, we got to learn the law, because I'm like, when is it okay to just tell somebody to get out the car? Like, because it seems like this only happens when they're scared, or when something is just like, when it's like a threat, when it's like, okay, get out the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like those situations happen too frequently to like bullshit reasons. Like, why am I getting out of the car because I ran a stop sign?
well, yeah, I know, but like that's not the thing. Like if the scenario was he ran a stop sign, the cop
Mhm.
pulls him over, and then he
Mhm.
like is like, get out of the car, you're like, you know what I mean? Like after he just pulled over and he's like doing like that's fucking crazy, you know what I mean? But like when you watch the video, it's like, okay, like whether or not we want to agree that the cop was 100% justified, it's way more complex than like the simple like Twitter video made it out to be. Because okay, he's sitting there waiting for like when you see like the footage of the guy, he's sitting there, he's like, hello, hello, and then all of a sudden like fucking 5 people just show up and they like start walking towards the car.
My
And
bad.
then-
I was away for a little
and
bit. Y'all
then-
talking about that video?
And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, and
On
then
the
he's
chat?
like,
Mhm.
yeah, and then he's like,
Okay.
back up, like this is a stop, you can't interfere. And then as soon as that happens, the guy opens the door, so he reaches for his gun out of like fucking, because like that's just like a fucked up situation. Like, okay, I'm trying to stop someone, a crowd of people just randomly shows up, starts screaming, and then the dude opens his door. Like that's like that is way more
okay,
broad
okay.
weapon.
You know what I think it is? Was he calling these people as witnesses before he opened the door?
Probably.
You mean
I mean,
like on
for
the phone?
evidence, they would definitely take his phone to see what his call logs were in that span of time. But my point being is,
No, what
So
I'm
you
saying is
pull
like he didn't
someone
want to.
over-
He didn't want to engage until somebody else was there.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They would
Yeah.
they would get his phone and see the time that he was arrested and check if he was calling these people over specifically. That can be used against him in like
Yeah,
court
but
of law. But I'm talking about like, so the whole situation. He's getting followed by a cop all the way to his house for running a stop sign, and then usually when you get something, I'm pretty sure that's like considered a misdemeanor, right?
Yeah.
Something like
It's a
those is
moving.
as
It's a
simple
moving.
as
It's a
like a
moving
cop.
violation.
Yeah, as a cop coming to you and going to your window. The whole fact of like him asking you to come out means like, yo, what the fuck am I actually getting charged for? Because I feel like
And-
once you admit to getting out the car, you're already on another scale of like what you're being punished for. Because what the fuck do I need to get out of my car? That the only reason I'm getting out of my car is for you to handcuff me. Like what
Yeah,
else
well,
would
that's
you?
true.
What other reason could you possibly want me to get out of my car for? Maybe you want to see where my hands are so you feel safe
That's facts.
talking to me. Those are the only two fucking reasons. So now, why couldn't you just come to the car originally? That's the first point. And then the second point is
And
he comes
let's
out
say
of the car, hands up on his knees, and you have a gun pointed
on the
at him.
ground,
Gun.
and you still have a gun
Or-
pointed at him.
Yeah, bro. That
Going
ridiculous.
past a stop
So-
sign.
And,
Bro, that's
and that's
my-
what I wanted to. That's what I wanted to get at. Like we can argue. Like so, I kind of see like what Froob's point was being like. Okay, if I'm a police officer at the time and like somebody isn't complying to my orders or whatever, and then they pull up to their crib, I don't want to approach them at their crib. And it's like, cause I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen to me. But with that being said, when this nigga got out the car and he got on his stomach and he's crying and he's like, yo, I'm scared. Why the fucking niggas still like questioning whether to approach him or not? And why the niggas still pointing their guns at him?
right at that point, like once again,
It's like,
why aren't cops able to like de-escalate a
De-escalate a
situation?
situation.
Okay, fair
with,
enough. Fair enough.
With
Maybe
words.
Maybe you
with,
can say when the dude got on the ground and he had his hands behind the back, he probably should have put his gun down. But also,
No,
like
for-
the cop,
he could have been like, hey,
You
man,
should-
I'm like that would have been a good time to be like, hey,
hold up,
like, don't, like,
but like
go
the
ahead.
dude was like,
I was gonna say Drizzt.
the
Because
dude was
Drizzt
telling
was
him
trying to
the entire
Also
time to
trolling.
like let him talk, but like the dude, like everyone was fucking screaming the entire time, so he was never able to like actually
Froob,
say
I
anything.
understand
Well-
that. You have to understand these are supposed to be trained officers. Pulling your gun should be one of the last things you ever do. It's not a precaution. It's a last resort.
Yeah,
Is that a situation that you would pull out your gun in? Something that's capable of killing people easily. Pulling out your gun.
Especially like if I'm the officer.
You're supposed to be able
too,
to. You're supposed to be willing to risk your life
But
to de-escalate
okay,
situations.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
like
being
that's like
police
a
officer
weird.
means.
That's like a weird like. You're just gonna expect like okay, what if in that scenario that guy like did have a gun? You think?
But
the
he
cops would
didn't.
just
He
fucking-
came
No, no,
out
no,
the
Froob,
car
that's what I
with
was gonna
his.
say.
Assume that he
Hold
does.
up, hold up. He came out of the car. Now, see, this is where we can't
What are
say
you
what
supposed
if.
to assume when someone is just completely ignoring every single thing you're doing? Like,
You're
what are you
not supposed to assume. You're not supposed to assume the worst, Froob.
Like-
you have to look, Froob. This is where critical thinking comes into play, and you have to assess the situation. Now, obviously, different people, like people are different, bro. it's a black man. You're in Midland, Texas. I don't know if you know this, but Midland, Texas is like West Texas, bro. It's racist as shit. So if so as a cop, you should be able to know where you are and kind of and this is where it goes into policing. You should be able to have your finger on the pulse of the community as the people that protect and serve. So if you're in a place where racial tensions are high, and just in the country already racial tensions are high, bro,
I'll say this, to be fair. If somebody's in the car for 6 minutes and I'm a cop, I'm probably assuming the worst.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
But Brago,
Like,
people,
right?
but look, people.
No, my thing is once he gets out, right? And something
Yeah.
he was saying was like, "Show me your hands," and his hands were up.
Yeah,
And he was
yes,
like,
he said,
"Show me
my
your
hands."
hands." And I'm like, "Yo."
He said, "Show me your hands," and the nigga hands.
His
was up,
hands
like,
were-
he's
I
on
was
his
like-
stomach, bro.
So and then that's what I'm saying. The situation changes as soon as he gets out of the car. But you shouldn't like bro. And then it wasn't only just one cop. It's multiple cops that have their guns pulled out on this dude.
Yeah, at least somebody.
And
why he's still on his
somebody
stomach?
You think that
somebody can put the gun away and engage. And the thing is with this is that a lot of police are extremely.
I think they're scared.
in a sense
They're
where I
scared.
don't think that
Absolutely.
And it's
They're
like,
scared.
of course they're scared because this is their life. But if you're that scared, it's not a job you should be doing. And, then,
Yeah, but
and that's
think about this,
how
quietly.
You don't need to be a fucking cop.
No,
Period.
no, but think about this.
I think-
and
I don't
might
think
just
that
be
goes away,
ignorant
though.
In
I-
this, but Brago, listen,
I'm
check
not
this out.
saying
What
that-
if?
No. It's not that it goes away because you're always going to be. But I'm saying if you
Yeah.
being that
Dude,
scared,
I don't know, man.
risk
These are
is
some
you-
weird ass arguments.
if you being that scared, it's
No,
to the
no,
point
Froob,
where
why are they weird?
You'll accidentally kill somebody.
Because like do we
You're
do we
putting
honestly
a police
do we
officer
honestly
on the
think
same
that like
field with different standards than a regular civilian.
wait, of course they should have different standards. What do you mean?
Yes, stricter standards because of the authority they possess. You can't put them on the same
I
level.
mean, that comes with the job.
Yes.
Yeah, but like I think definitely like police should have different standards than a regular civilian. Otherwise, there's no fucking point of them being a fucking cop.
and that's what he's saying, bro.
That's literally what I was saying.
That's literally what he's saying. He's saying you should hold the cops to a higher standard, meaning in certain situations, don't resort to picking your like don't just jump to pulling your gun out on somebody. And like there's other things that you can do in that situation. Obviously, the dude was scared. And what I would think, and maybe this is just me being a black person, I would think, yo, this dude probably called these people over here, or these people probably came over here because they know what's going on in this country, and they know, like, they've seen black people get killed before. So they probably came out here because they're probably thinking that a cop is less likely to kill somebody, someone if there are other bystanders there. But we've seen that that's not the case.
Yeah, but like the problem is that like I understand he's scared. I understand all this stuff, but like
Everybody's scared.
yeah, I
Cops
feel
too.
like I know Drizzt is gonna say we should hold police to a higher standard, all that, but like I feel like that dude acting in the way that he did by doing every single thing he did. I'm talking about not the cop, the person in the car, made the situation probably as bad as it possibly could have. And I understand when you're scared and shit like that, and you have a lot of things going through your mind, you can't think properly. I get it, but like I don't know, like the way he did that
I'm just saying,
situation is
once-
the
once-
worst way
once the hands
possible.
are up
'Cause
and
if
he's out the
I'm-
car on the ground, then at least
Yeah,
somebody,
yeah.
at least one
Yeah,
person put the gun away and engage.
I
Like,
agree with
have-
everything
I-
he did until the guys
Until
on
the
the
nigga
ground.
got out the car.
Yeah, and he's like, his hands are up. He's like, yo, I'm scared, you know? And it's like, personally, I resonate with that because I'm like, yo, that's like a crazy situation where like multiple people have guns on you and you're on the ground with your hands up. And because of what's happened
And they still
before,
punting them bitches at you.
yeah, you're kind of like, yo, am I gonna die here? Like,
somebody pointing a gun at you is fucking scary as fuck. Like one finger pull and you're done.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
how many of you
100%.
actually had
And you
a
know-
gun pointed at you, but like even like with people you trust. And I'm a hunter.
Yeah, that shit's
If you
like,
have
nah.
a friendly gun accidentally pointed at you, it's frightening.
Yeah,
It's not
like,
funny.
over here. People
Yeah,
say, don't-
even if
people
it's
say
not
don't-
loaded,
people
even
say
if
don't-
it's
yeah,
on
people say
even if
don't-
it's not
people say don't-
even if it's on say, oh
If
yeah,
you know
I got this
anything
shit on
about
you say- you
firearm
say
safety,
don't- you
that
say
thing
don't mark
is
me.
the most
You say-
frightening
say
thing you could
don't-
possibly
don't-
see.
Don't mark me because
And then
that's what we say.
we've
around here, like,
literally-
don't mark me.
We've literally
Don't
seen
ever
a case.
Don't point a gun at me, fam. Don't do that.
big good for Corey.
Literally seen a case where a guy was in the middle of the street, like 20 yards away, and he was on the ground with his hands up, and he still got shot. And he asked the cop, "Why'd you shoot me?" He said, "I didn't know."
Wait,
Yeah, no, that actually did happen.
That did happen. There's a video.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, there's a video like that. Like
Well,
the cop.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but I have seen like the Philando's Castile video is like a good example of what you're talking about, to where he fucking complied with everything that the officer said, and the guy just fucking lost his mind and shot him for literally no reason.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I'm not
that
gonna
is
sit here.
fucking-
I'm not gonna sit here and like act like, you know what I mean, like through the perspective of the body cam, I understand how you like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. This nigga pulled up, this nigga ain't got out, and he hasn't responded to me. So I just need to like you know what I mean, prepare myself for something. But like as soon as he gets out, and he's on his stomach and shit, like he should have like been at least him. He should have put his gun up and like, hey yo, I'm stopping you because you ran the red light. Like don't like, you mean he should have tried to calm him down or something.
No, yeah,
Nigga
no,
was
100%, 100%. I agree with that, but like I obviously cops should be held to a higher standard. I agree with that. I will never disagree with that, because a lot of the shit that happens is fucked because like they either don't have the proper training, or because like they just, the way that they are trained isn't in a correct manner. I 100% agree with that. But I feel like there is like, I don't want to use the word sympathy, but like I'm going to use it because I don't know a different word. I feel like there is like zero sympathy for the cop in this situation, where like, again, I'm just going to replay the scenario. So like, okay, you see someone, he runs a stop light or a stop sign, or whatever. Not a big deal whatsoever. I'm pretty sure everyone in here has been pulled over for some dumb shit, and like they shouldn't have been pulled over. Okay, whatever. So the guy, he doesn't stop. He goes into his driveway, and then they're talking to him on the intercom or whatever, saying, "Yo, get out of your car, get out of your car, get out of your car." They sit there for 6 minutes, and then all of a sudden, like the entire neighborhood is just fucking coming out of their houses, like getting involved with the situation, while like everyone is screaming at you, and like the dude is getting out of his car. Like there's like 300 things going on at the same time. Like I don't know. That's like a and the point in the first place was like, that is a way different situation than like what the Twitter video was, which was simply, oh, 30 cops pulled over this guy for missing a stop sign. They all pulled their guns at him and then fucking beat the shit out of his grandma. Like, okay, like I don't understand like why you have to lie about it. If like, okay, put it this way: if it's as bad as you guys are saying as it is, even with all the context, then what's the point of lying about what happened?
No, Froob. What the point is to like acknowledge the racism, because like if you think about it, look at the conclusion that he made. Someone that ran a stop sign, for someone that ran a stop sign and you're pulling them over, right? You have no basis to judge their character by saying, oh, they did something super bad. Like you just acknowledged earlier, running the stop sign is a common thing. That shit probably happens thousands and thousands of times a day. But it's the fact that the only reason why he pulled out a gun when he had no evidence to is because of race.
Yo,
I
bro,
completely
y'all
disagree.
see what's going,
Yeah,
do y'all see what's
Trump-
going
Yeah, the
on
third
Twitter,
precinct.
bro?
Yeah.
Well,
Holy
the
shit.
third
Oh my
precinct, right? But Trump just tweeted.
What did he tweet?
Oh,
He
boy.
says, "I can't stand back and watch this happen to a great American city, Minneapolis. A total lack of leadership. Either way, the very weak radical left mayor Jacob Frey get his act together and bring the city under control, or I will send the National Guard and get the job done right. These thugs are dishonoring the memory of George Floyd, and I won't let that happen."
And I just saw an announcement: SWAT and National Guard is coming in, has been authorized to use lethal force.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh,
Okay, wait, no. Honestly, this is actually a genuine question. This isn't me being smart. Like, what do we actually like? Because like the thing is like you can say that they're justified in rioting, but like, what do you actually want people to do when like there's like burning a city down? What's like the
common thing
The
is,
thing
bro.
is-
Well, at least for me, it's like, bro, like we try to be peaceful. We try to do all this shit, bro, and niggas keep dying. So, like,
Nah.
whatever we gotta do to change that shit or bring
Here-
awareness.
I
I'll
think saying
answer
using
you, Froob.
lethal
I'll answer
force after what happened is like the
Lethal force?
worst thing you could possibly do in this situation, because how could you not understand why people are outraged? I can
mean,
understand.
That's almost a
I'll answer
declaration of
your
war at
Froob,
this
I'll
point.
answer your question. I'll answer your question. The first thing that they need to do is do something to the officers. Stop bro. Like at the very least, arrest them. Like they're sitting protecting this dude's house, bro. Do you not see what's wrong with that? And do
Well,
you
I
not
mean,
see? Do you
I
not see
understand
how
what you're
that
trying
could
to
piss
say, but,
people
like,
off, bro? What do you mean? What I'm trying to say? I just said it. I said arrest them.
yeah, but like
At the
when you
very
say that the
least.
police are protecting his house, why wouldn't they be protecting his house? Like you think that they're just gonna let like these people just like fucking
So,
march
be-
through
But
the house
what
and
he's
kill him?
but what he's saying is
protect the
that,
I think
like,
the
murderer.
But yeah,
point is
I agree.
Protect the
I agree
murderer.
what you're saying. They should arrest him. Yes.
Yes,
Right. But,
okay,
like,
arrest him. Like, bro, you're sitting there protecting his house, but you're not arresting him when it's murder. That's the first thing. I guarantee you, if they did that at the very least, then people would probably relax a little bit. And then if he wasn't charged, or if it wasn't moved to like court dates, things like that, if they weren't exercising a speedy trial, as they like to say, then people would probably be pissed off again, and they'd be like, oh well, y'all probably just did that to get us to shut the fuck up, so let's start going crazy again, and then let's see something happen to them. They want to see something happen to the police officers, bro. We're
I
tired of
100%
shit
agree. I
like
100%
the
agree.
Amber
But like the
Geiger
thing is,
situation,
like,
bro, where she gets off for murdering this nigga and is charged as fucking manslaughter, and she's not even gonna serve 10 years. We'll be lucky if the bitch served 5.
Yeah, it's I don't know where this is gonna go. Like, the videos I've been seeing is crazy. I'm not sure if you guys saw the conspiracy about undercover cops starting some of
I
this.
saw that. Yeah, you see
Yeah.
the man in the umbrella or
The
whatever.
umbrella guy, and then
Yeah.
apparently his ex-wife outed him. I don't want to say that's fact because I don't know. Like, the internet is weird. People say false shit
Yeah,
all
we
the
don't have
time.
enough information to confirm.
But if that is true, that like undercover cops are like starting these
making the
riots.
situation worse.
Yeah,
yeah, but what would be the? I don't even understand what would be the point of that. But
it's kind of somehow justifying bullshit that happens to like people of color, where it's like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like this is what they do, like riots, destroying their
oh.
community, like
oh,
Proving the
okay,
stigma.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
in that situation, the guy that they talked about, he was just randomly just destroying windows, and people are like, yo, what are you doing? Like, that
Yeah,
makes
the
no sense.
AutoZone.
Yeah, the AutoZone. Like, why are you doing this? He just walks away. So people are saying that he's an undercover cop that's trying to like incite the crowd, to kind of start shit, to kind of keep shit going.
Well,
It's
yeah. That's
On some Full Metal Alchemist shit.
That's what happened
Right.
down here in Dallas. That's what
Right.
they were pretty much saying. What happened, like here? Yeah, what happened here in Dallas, bro? When the shots were initially fired, like y'all remember when them riots and shit happened? Back in like I think it was like 2016.
I actually don't remember.
Okay, it was like I want to say like 2016, 2015. Like cops were getting shot and shit.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like a protest.
Okay, now I
It
remember,
was a protest that happened in downtown Dallas. Well, what initially sparked everything was that there was gunshots. Well, the gunshots weren't coming from the people that they were saying that they were coming from, or that it was being reported as. And then it was just pandemonium, like just people running everywhere, people getting shot, just all types of shit happening. So this is a common thing where they, they plant someone to be the
It's like the
aggressor to get
confusion
the
of war.
people riled up. Yeah.
Cuddy Flan brings
But
up
like back to the.
We're good for introducing.
Oh, I was just gonna say back to the Trump tweet. Like, the one thing I will 100% disagree with in that situation, like
Verbiage.
using the word thug
Yeah.
is like the worst. It's like the worst dog whistle you could possibly ever
Like
use.
why?
It's
Like why?
yeah, like that is like the dumbest thing. But like as far as like sending in the National Guard, like I have absolutely no
Understandable.
problem with that.
Understandable.
Like, yeah, like
But
don't have
I
a
just
problem with that.
the verb.
It's just
thugs,
the message behind it with
Yeah,
the word
thug
choice.
is like it's like the biggest dog
Oh,
whistle of
man.
all time. Like that's I don't know. I completely disagree with that. But yeah.
I mean, part of this is like Trump using this as an opportunity. Like, this is clearly like him just using it, right? Because he used that opportunity to call out the mayor, saying that he's weak. You know what I'm saying? So part of this is like a publicity stunt for Donald
I
Trump.
feel like this nigga's like a bad anime character, bro. Like,
Bad.
it's like,
I
bro,
mean,
like,
bro, Donald Trump was literally in Death Note in the one
It
shot.
wasn't Death Note.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
how
bro,
bad
that's
is
just
that's how bad he's like.
Can he sue them for that?
No, because they
He
didn't
might be able
say
to.
I don't think that they said his name. I think what they could fall back on is
That's
like
like
the
likeliness. Like even the NCAA got sued for having like RG3 as a black character and like with dreads.
But with his number and his uniform, and he played
Yeah,
at
exactly.
Baylor.
Now you can't even have like their same skin color, or that was what NCAA was. You can't even have their skin color the same no more.
Do y'all think that Donald Trump is aware that he was in the one shot?
Probably
I'm
not.
sure. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I'm.
Probably not. Oh, it was trending.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it was-
sure.
it was
I'm sure
trending, but
somebody caught wind of it and was like, "Hey," but it's like I don't think it's serious enough to kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Because what do you say? What happened bad? That Trump,
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
He didn't
bad.
do anything bad in
I mean,
the
it's
one
Trump.
shot.
You can get butthurt of anything.
He just
so-
got
Yeah.
depicted as like
As
retarded and
He got depicted as selfish, which is what it was.
yeah, retarded, selfish, all those shits.
where I think Trump may probably say, "Well, that's probably me." Then
He's
It's
like,
fine.
"Yo, I'm doing a good job."
like that's me.
Yeah,
It looks
that's
just
what I
like me,
was
doesn't
thinking.
it? Looks just like me.
You see this? I'm a cartoon. Like, like nigga,
Yeah.
there's no way. There's no way.
I think the next coming weeks are going to be really important as far as like how things kind of play out, because something that I really don't want to start happening is like people kind of being vigilantes and going out and killing cops.
Yeah,
That
this is
shit
this
already
is like a
happened
bad
in Dallas.
situation
I think
where people are
that
trying to be rogue Batmans.
I think that that's gonna eventually. I think that that's the next step, Brago. And I don't like that, but I think that that's the next step. Like after they realize
it's
like what they're
necessary?
doing,
I'm sure some
Do you
people,
think
some
it's
radicalists.
necessary?
I'm sure some people
Do
think
I-
that it is.
do I think
I
that
don't
it's
th-
necessary?
I don't think it's necessary, because every cop. This is something we gotta clarify. Every cop isn't a bad. Most cops aren't bad cops,
Yes, most cops are not
Correct.
bad cops.
right? But I think sometimes when people see cops not speaking out against other cops, they're like, "Oh,
So they're like, fuck
you're
12.
So
yeah, fuck
they're-
all of
They're a
them."
part. They're
By-
that's
by
that's a part of the
default-
problem.
Yeah, by
100%.
default, they're a part of the problem.
They
which
are,
is why, like,
but I
yeah,
think that's the system. Where like some of them, if they speak out, then they're kind of blackballed because it's kind of looked at as a fraternity, being a cop. And sometimes being a cop out there in the field and not trusting the person watching your
Yeah,
back.
I don't know, dude. It's
That-
such a complicated issue. Sorry to interrupt, but like it's such a complicated issue because again, like I said, like the only thing that I can go off of, because obviously I've never had an interaction with a cop as a black person because I'm white, so I can't know what that's like. But so I can only go off of videos, right? And like I always hear the phrase like, "Oh, if he was white, this would have happened, or this would have happened, or this wouldn't have happened." And I really don't know like how true that is, because
Drew, let
I've
me-
definitely seen videos. Like I could show you a video where like it's like the textbook case. Like the officer goes to the guy that gets a complaint. The dude is drunk as fuck, and the officers are like telling the guy to crawl to him or whatever, and they just fucking straight up shoot his ass and kill him. And it was just like a
Froob.
white dude, and he was doing nothing wrong. and
Froob,
he
let
was
me ask you a
fine.
question.
What's
Let
up?
me ask you a question. So, you don't think that police officers show a little bit more leniency to white people? Like, and I'm just gonna give you a couple of examples. You remember, and there's been plenty of examples like this. I'm pretty sure you can look some up. One that I remember was a white dude, drunk as fuck, and or he was on some type of drug, something. He's in a restaurant, and he's literally outside of the restaurant running towards police officers. They're tasing him. He's not being affected by the tasers, and they don't pull out their guns one time when he's charging at them, like with the intent to hurt them, whatever the fuck it is that he was gonna do. So
Yeah, Can I just?
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I 100% know what you're saying, but like, this is why this shit is so complicated to me, in my opinion, because I don't know. Okay, because I'm gonna use the word narrative here, and I don't mean to use this in like a condescending way, but like, there is definitely like a narrative that people are pushing, and like, the thing is like, you're only gonna see videos that are like showing cops interacting with black people in a negative way. So it's gonna be like. So when you say shit like, "Oh, like I saw the cops handle this white person in this way on video," well, yeah, that's because like there's like a narrative trying to be pushed that's how it is. I'm not saying the narrative's true or false, but I'm just saying like that's how it is. Like there's definitely going to be videos that you could for sure find where like you said, a cop, there's some dude with a knife a black dude with a knife charges at a white cop, and the white cop tases him. But you're not going to see that because it doesn't go with the narrative of like the whole Black Lives Matter thing. And I'm like, again, I'm using narrative as like a loaded word that's usually a negative thing, but like I don't mean it.
Oh, okay, but Froob, wouldn't you think that like more white people would be inclined to put those videos out there to prove to us, or to
That we
prove to
tripping?
people that we're tripping? Because I've never seen
Oh,
a black person. Look, I've never seen, and look, it may be the narrative, but I'm not gonna jump as far to say that. What I'm gonna say is that I see more leniency shown to white people, and really just to other people outside of blacks, versus black people. And I mean, just even in your simple interaction, based on just just as simple as the cop and how he talks to them. Like a yes sir, like, bro, a cop saying yes sir, no sir to a black dude, like I don't really see that, that happen that often. Or a cop just trying to be understanding. I like, bro, I've never seen a black person running at a cop with a weapon in his hand. Okay, like, bro, you realize that a 12-year-old boy was shot because they said that he had a BB gun.
Oh yeah, of course, that shit was
Okay,
like,
do you think that would happen to a white? Do you think that would happen to a white kid, Froob? And that's what I'm saying.
I promise you, it has happened to a white.
Also, Froob, listen. So, from my perspective on this, I understand what you're trying to say, but you also take consideration. You could find exceptions to almost any situation, but there's an incredibly large amount of pool to pull from for people who are white. America is composed of about 60% white people and 12% black.
Yeah.
So when things
who's that echo? Where is that?
I don't know.
That's me?
I don't think it's me.
I hear it too. I don't know.
I don't hear it.
Not me.
Then that's definitely you, Corey.
It might be.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you don't hear the echo, then that's you.
And another thing I just want
Damn.
to point out really quick, like obviously I 100% think that there is like Matt said, like one of the first things he said at the start of it was like, do you think that cops give white people more lenience? I 100%, yes, I agree with that 100%. There's definitely like a certain amount of like I guess structural racism, whatever you want to call it. Like I 100% agree with that. My whole thing is to like what extent, and to like because that's the thing I want to understand, like to what extent is like, because like I can't figure that out for myself because it's so hard to like figure it out for myself. I don't know.
To what extent? What?
To what extent there is like
The disparity.
like yeah, exactly. Like,
And then Froob, so another thing, like, what about these mass murderers and shit, right? So
yeah,
these
Dylan
mass
Roof,
murderers, but yeah, multiple. They're taken into custody. No, no form. And granted, they surrender, but like, bro, and you have cops treating them with human decency when they haven't shown human decency themselves.
Yeah, I mean, like I know you're talking about like the Dylan Roof shit comes up all the time when talking about this, and that's just like a fucked up situation in general. And like, but like that's my entire point. Like all of these fucked up situations are constantly being highlighted because people, like you said, people are trying to highlight the fucked up things that are going on so that hopefully change is happening. But like like I said, I just don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know, mate. Has there ever been a fucking? I have no idea. Has there ever been a black dude that did some really fucked up shit and he was treated nicely? But like, I don't know. I mean, probably, but to the same extent, probably not. I don't know.
Okay, I have
mean,
a
it's
question.
just hard
At
to
what-
say probably when you never see it.
I have a question. At what point does it stop being like oh well, that happens on the other side, and like you like, oh shit, like there is a major problem to you, Froob?
I think. Well, okay. I think we're there. We should have been there.
Well, because if you want to know my perspective on the entire situation, I think that there's a problem with how police act in this country in general, and
Mhm.
I also think that because there is like a negative attitude in general towards black people from police officers, that it gets exacerbated even more on black people. But I think it's just a general police brutality thing, like more than anything. Like the fact that like you said that like cops can just like fucking pull their gun out like at like any time is kind of fucked, or that they can like, I don't know, they're allowed to use like force a lot more than I think like Matt said in other countries and shit like that. So
I think that's an issue, that police officers do need better training, but I think we can't ignore just the obvious prejudice towards just black people, where we're just not treated the same. Maybe it's because it's a comfortability thing, where it's like, all right, we're not sure, or it's based off of past events, past run-ins, stereotypes, but it seems
that's the
like
thing,
they're a
like-
lot more aggressive when it comes to people of color in
I know what
regards
you're
to use
saying.
of force.
I know what you're saying, Brago, but like that theory would make a lot more sense to me if it was only like white cops doing this to black cops. But like you see this a lot where black cops do this, you know, Mexican cops do this, and so it's like I think it's like more complicated than like the people try to make it out to be, which is why I was saying it's more of a thing of just like training and like police brutality in America in specific, and the fact that America is racist adds on top of that for black people. But I don't think it's purely just racism and police. I mean, that's just how I see it. But
Right. No, I agree. It's not just racism, but that in regards to those situations where a white cop encounters a black person, more often than not, it's not a pleasant encounter.
yeah, of
Right?
course,
Where,
because like you remember that that video that I think we talked about it last Grove, where it was like the dude that was running away from the cops on Instagram Live or whatever, and then he ended up getting shot. Like I'm pretty sure it was a black cop that like shot him, and like everyone was talking about like, oh, these racist ass cops, like fucking, because I remember the cop that shot him said some crazy ass shit like, oh, looks like he's gonna have a closed casket or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like to me, just saying racism is like is too simple of an answer to like a really complicated problem, in my opinion.
yeah.
Bro, this fool, bro, Brago, did you see what this fool said?
Trump said some more.
I mean, he said when the looting starts, the shooting starts.
No, he didn't.
No, he
Bro,
didn't.
yeah, look, this is what he said. He said, "These thugs are dishonoring the memory of George Floyd, and I won't let that happen. Just spoke to Governor Tim Walz and told him
Oh,
that
yeah.
the
Oh,
military
shit.
is with him all the way.
He did
Any
say.
difficulty, and we will assume control. But when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Thank you."
Jesus Christ.
Bro, this is
What?
y'all fucking president,
Bro, and you know, and
Like,
you know, look, you know what's eventually gonna happen, right? They're gonna what people are gonna start to say is that they can't put the National Guard in every city. They can't put the National Guard everywhere. Bro, that's not gonna do anything but make people, oh goodness.
No, here's the
bro.
thing, Matt. I understand what you're saying. This has the potential to go really, really, really bad.
Yeah,
Like
it does.
if what happens is the National Guard does go there, and there's like, let's say there's like a massacre at worst, then that could start a civil war essentially.
Right.
And that, oh my god.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, we're to the point to
Amidst the
where
pandemic, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, amidst the pandemic. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like a time when people are supposed to be coming together, when people are supposed to be empathetic, you have you have this nasty disease that has plagued America. And like once again, this is to me, it just seems like racism because of what the president is adding to it.
It definitely doesn't help, because what did he say whenever people were rioting because of them having to stay home? Because
Right.
people were walking out there with assault rifles and nothing was happening.
I didn't hear the word thug.
Yeah.
You didn't hear anything.
Yeah, like bro, people were literally you had white people that had guns that were brushing
actual
up
guns.
that were brushing up on police officers, backing them up like with force, and there was no tear gas, there was no force
Nothing.
at all. They just sat there
They
like,
tolerated
yo,
it.
bro, we all good.
The
Like,
response is so different, and like it's a complicated issue. What Froob says, but the dichotomy between the reactions is ridiculous. That
you're
can't
not
just be explained by multiple multiple factors.
Like, bro, you're not doing
Okay, but like
anything.
the thing is like I know what you're saying, Drizzt, and I understand like completely what you're saying, and I think that there probably does have like a racial thing that plays into that, but also like can you at least admit that there's a huge difference between protesting with guns, which is extremely like I don't know, like threatening, I guess, and it obviously is used to like I don't know, it's like threatening on purpose, right? You're using to send a message. But like they weren't like burning like a fucking city down, you know what I mean? And that has nothing to do with like the ethics of fucking anything. But like,
Froob, you brought up an example earlier about people like the scared, like the cop who was scared, didn't know what to do, and you were kind of sympathizing with him for pulling out his gun. But when like mobs of people are walking around with guns, it's not so bad.
And look, like not let's be very clear. Not just guns. We're talking about AR-15s.
yeah.
We're talking about assault rifles, bro.
Yeah,
Like, dog, that's crazy. Imagine if those were black people talking about, hey, man, like, we need to go back to our jobs. We like, bro, do you know? Come on, bruh.
Nigga, we'll be on martial law right now.
Like, bro.
They'd actually say permit.
Yeah, but hey, where's your gun license at? Like, what, nigga?
I actually did see a video, but I don't know who. I don't know if you posted it in the chat or not, but it was a bunch of fucking like black-owned business people like defending their stores in Minnesota with like fucking like guns and shit like that. That shit was crazy.
I saw Asians defending their laundromat.
Oh really?
Hey, turn up.
Really?
Like all night, yeah. If it's like a video, you see all like the stores are messed up, but their store is untouched because they said they've been there all night protecting their store after they saw what was going on, which is actually fucking insane. But
that's commendable.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that dude that got shot during the thing? I heard that it was like a store owner that shot a looter, but I don't even know if that's true.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I know someone died. They got shot during the riot, so I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah, it's just wild. Like with the coronavirus going on and all these people, everybody didn't have a mask on. Like
no.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, imagine how many niggas might have corona now just because they was looting at Target.
Right. I mean, the Target videos, I'm not gonna lie, some of them were fucking hilarious. Like,
bro, Nick.
So you saw somebody riding their bike like it's Central Park, just riding through. Somebody's recording a music video.
I saw a nigga dragging a vacuum, and the music video was definitely the funniest.
Yeah, a music video in the midst of all this.
Hey, bro, on some real shit, bro, Corey, we need to go to the gun range, my nigga, because I know you ain't never shot a gun.
Damn.
Well, Corey's on the house.
Nah, bro, I'm being dead. Bro, I'm being dead ass. Like, bro, I'm not.
Corey's
I'm not
like, damn, nigga.
I am not bullshitting, bro. Like, I'm being dead ass right now. Like, we need to go to a gun range, like ASAP.
No, that's facts.
I did see a thread today where this guy was going over like why you should own a gun and why you should know how to use a gun.
I honestly think you should know how to use a gun. You never know what that.
Hey, my bad, Corey. I didn't mean to do you like that, bro.
I was like, damn, you could have slid in the DMs.
You could have texted me, nigga.
It's just because I'm looking at this shit, bro. And like, I know it's gonna be a matter of time before niggas down here is like, hey, bro, what y'all niggas trying to do? What the fuck is up?
Okay.
Yeah, bro, I already seen the timeline going crazy.
Wait. What are we talking about here?
I'm not saying that I'm like.
He's not saying that he's about to do something.
Yeah, that I'm saying like, hey, let's go out and like go do this. No, I'm saying like, bro, for protection, bro. Like in case some shit hit the fan, where these like, bro, we in the South, bro. White people is fucking crazy out here, and it's fucking open carry.
Right.
Like
right. Okay.
But open carry to what degree? Like,
bro, it's open carry, bro. Ali, I can walk around with a fucking gun on my hip.
No, but like, what kind of gun? Like an AK?
No, bro, anything.
I think it depends what type of what the state is, but yeah,
you can't like obviously you can't like, bro, you can't have an AK because that's a fully automatic weapon. But bro, I can walk outside with a fucking with an M4 or not an M4, but with an AR-15, and if I got my license, bro, ain't nobody gonna say shit to me.
But like that's what I was trying to say earlier. Like I understand when people are protesting with fucking guns out and shit like that. That shit is fucked up. But like it's an open carry state. Technically, they're not doing anything illegal. Technically, they're not hurting anyone. They're just like being intimidating and being fucking like.
My thing is, what's the
No, we
rules?
deter niggas.
What's the
Wait,
rules in
hold on,
regards to
Alehh,
when
don't
both
just
of you
say,
have
"Oh my
guns?
god." Just explain what's wrong with that. Like,
I mean, it's just a wild statement because you're just like generalizing it to Texas. Yes, technically in Texas it's open carry. Technically you can have a gun out, but to threaten with a gun, I don't think you can technically bypass that law.
wait, what?
Like, what is threatening? Like, how?
Okay,
What counts
just
as
because you
threatening?
can carry a gun, that doesn't mean that you can just openly threaten with the gun.
Well, they weren't. When
It's
I
open
say
carry for
bro,
defense.
people ain't
no?
no, bro, no,
When
no,
I
no, no,
say
no. It's open
threaten-
carry for anything.
when I say threaten, I mean like the optics of a bunch of fucking people like protesting,
Walking
with
around with guns?
yeah, with ARs on their hip is like obviously like they're doing.
Don't fuck
They
with
know.
those niggas.
Yeah, they know what they're doing when they do that. That's what I mean by threatening. I don't mean by threatening as in like they're fucking pointing guns at people like that threatening. Like,
But I'm saying, do we know the rules in regards to when both people have guns? When are you allowed to fire?
it's different in every
Self-defense.
state.
I mean,
So,
like
in like I know in
And
like
I'm-
remember Lil
that's-
Baby or not Lil Baby, Dub
The Baby.
Baby.
in Charlotte?
Yeah,
In
he
Charlotte.
has yeah. Their stand your ground laws are like fucking crazy or whatever like that. So it's
Okay,
like,
he killed somebody in
anyone-
Walmart.
yeah, like
we
if
don't
anyone
got
fucking
stand your ground laws in Texas.
yeah, if you have stand your ground laws, anyone who aggresses on you, I'm pretty sure you can just fucking shoot them. Like that shit's actually just crazy. But
I mean,
Well,
I understand what you're
I
saying,
was
Froob, but I-
advised, what I was advised from like a ballistics expert, even though like Texas is open carry, it's best to kind of get your permit. So like if you get in a sticky situation, it kind of looks better on your part,
yeah,
Facts.
that makes
and
sense.
they kind of take your side more often than not.
Better to be
Um,
caught with it than without it.
But
Yeah.
go back to the guns thing, Froob. I understand what you're trying to say and trying to portray the context different, but I don't think there is any situation where I would say that a crowd of people with guns know what they're doing with those guns. Like,
I mean,
I
to
can't
be
assume
fair,
that.
to be fair, to be 100% fair, I never actually saw the videos of those protests. I don't know if those people were like fucking pointing their guns at people or like pushing people around and shit like that. If that's the case, then there's definitely some wild shit going on there. But from what I understand, they were just marching around with their guns.
Well,
But
I
I
mean,
could
it's
be
not a
completely
fucking
wrong. I
picnic.
could be
The word
completely wrong.
protest is in there. Like they're protesting with guns, even if you haven't seen the video.
Yes, but there's a difference between protesting and like walking out with signs and guns and like trying to make a political point and like, and I'm not even like, like there's
Yeah,
so
I know
many.
what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Peacefully protest, but it's
Yeah.
like nowadays that's not a thing. There's
Like, they're not-
When have you heard of a peaceful protest?
Bro,
Okay,
the
put it this
shooting
way,
starts
put it-
is trending.
Peaceful protests don't get awareness.
Well, no, what I was gonna say is put it this way, like regardless of like ethics or anything like that, is what they did against the law? I don't think so. Is what the riots are doing against the law? I do think so. So like that's like the police interaction there that is like different, regardless of ethics. You can argue that it's morally acceptable for them to throw a riot because of the history, blah 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 blah. But
Well,
like
you said it's
to be-
legal, but if like what Matt said is it's not defend your land or territory, it's for self-defense, then no, you cannot threaten with guns. So if this is a protest with guns, then no, that is not legal if it gets hostile.
I mean, I don't know. No, maybe you're right. I would have to learn more about the gun laws. As far as I understand, and especially Texas, because they're super lax with their gun laws,
Yeah.
and it's like fucking. I'm pretty sure you can just be like,
Well, that goes back to the
Fucking-
whole point. Like, who are they
Like-
lax with? You know what I mean?
I think like yeah, they're more lax with like the castle laws, and like your car is an extension of your castle.
Right.
But yeah, I think I would have to do more research as far as just like to just walk around with an AR law, like that the open carry portion of it. Yeah, I'm not really sure how that kind of.
I mean,
I-
to like
I
long
gotta look
story
into
short,
that.
we should all know how to use a gun just in case.
Facts,
I agree.
big facts.
Right.
You know, listen, Trump right now is inciting a bunch of shit. I think he's making people angrier, and I think
Yeah,
who are the people that are coming in to the city right now, I think they're even probably excited because they're like, oh, we're gonna fucking show them.
oh, we get the
Yeah,
punch
I
and
mean,
shit.
like
And you know what?
That's the thing. Like, I completely disagree with like how Trump is handling this right now. Like, there have been certain like the way that Trump is, he is like super like fucking like I don't know, I guess whatever you want to say, like confrontational and like
Mhm.
shit like that. But and this situation is not the right situation to be doing that, and I think
He is like conflating multiple issues,
He's
like
a
almost
fucking
make it
idiot.
about him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't tell
Yeah.
And
if he's
then-
like trolling
that
or
was
not.
like the worst move you ever could have done.
yeah, it's really
And
outside
then
of
like-
what
Let's
I don't know what
say
the word
if we're going with like the narrative, like if it is true about undercover cops kind of trying to incite shit, like I could just imagine what the fuck they might do. Like you mean to like kind of aggress the situation
Yeah.
Yeah, in
What
this
do you think?
situation,
in
like,
in the confusion of like riots and in the confusion of protesting. Like it's kind of like a situation like, oh, they shot first, so we did this, and it's like
So you're saying it's like a schemed purge.
And the crazy thing with the looting, is
Essentially.
everybody's looting. I'm looking at a picture right now of a white dude carrying a
everybody's looting,
Everybody
bro.
was
He's,
looting.
he's taking out the mannequin though.
Yeah,
Wow.
everybody was.
Wow.
You saw that they had the lady with the lamps
But
and
why?
shit.
But why the mannequin? Like he's taking the whole mannequin.
I
He
don't
said,
know, maybe
"Fuck
he
it."
saw I Am Legend. He's like,
I was taking the whole mannequin, fan.
The crazy
Yeah.
thing about
It'd
this
probably
whole
be dope
entire
to own a
situation
mannequin.
is like
I am legend.
there is like a certain percentage of people who are doing this because of like whatever you want to say, moral reasons, and then there's just a certain percentage of people that are just fucking what's the word I'm looking for, like trying
Taking
to
advantage.
yeah, taking advantage of the chaos and like fucking yeah, that shit's just fucked.
Wait, this
Yeah.
story
Yeah, like,
came out
niggas are
that
opportunists.
George Floyd
there's no side that's particularly right in this case. For
and
him.
who Chauvin
Yeah.
were coworkers. Is that the cop?
Wait, what you say?
What's up?
Prince said story came out that George Floyd and the cop were coworkers.
Huh?
Who is
That don't
that?
make no sense.
Prince.
That wouldn't make much sense to me because how the fuck I don't
Yeah,
know.
they couldn't. I don't think so. Unless the cop did. Like I saw that guy
I don't
was like,
think
yeah,
friends
maybe.
do that to each other. Like,
They said yeah, the cop.
well, the cop could have also worked as a security guard on the side.
Oh,
but
I just saw this
doubt
tweet.
that.
It says start with
Says-
shotguns or long guns, easier to handle for beginners, more
They
weight, so less
says-
recoil.
Worked at a restaurant near the 3rd precinct. They were co-workers for a very long time. Interesting.
What the
That-
fuck?
That makes it like actual murder.
That
almost,
makes
like, what
it
the
a
fuck?
lot worse.
If that's true, yeah,
if
if that's
you
true.
know-
That's like
Okay, wait. It could make it a lot worse, or the argument they could use for the cop is that they've had run-ins before, and this is something that he's done
Oh,
before.
God.
You see what I'm saying? Where
That's
it's like,
bullshit.
where it's like he's
What, you
cried
ta-
wolf before in a situation to get out of it, and therefore that's why he didn't believe him.
You talking about the? Oh, you talking about George?
George and the
Floyd.
cop, where the cop is like, no, I know of him. This is like a thing that he does.
What?
It's fucked up, but it's like,
It's like the typical tactic, or like say for instance, you get a black person that gets killed, right? And then they bring up something irrelevant in their history. Well, oh, he robbed a store when he was 16, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of
Well,
like that shit.
did y'all see that? That this dude, this cop, he's had a past like transgression like this, where he like went into
Yeah, I
someone's
heard about
house
that.
and then he shot
Yeah.
him in the stomach.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, it was a black dude. I thought him
Yeah,
about
it was
that.
a black dude. The
Yeah.
black
It
dude,
wasn't
like he got interviewed and shit.
Light speed Aeon says stop making this black versus white. It's pathetic.
Nigga, what? Log off, bro.
I
Log off. Please.
mean, like we have acknowledged on multiple occasions within this call, within this stream, that it's that it's not just the race thing. That it's the cops that they're
Bro,
that they
you don't
abuse
even have to
their
explain
power.
yourself, bro.
Nah,
If
bro.
you gotta
I just,
explain all that, that
I
nigga's
just
not
wanna,
listening.
I just wanna say, I just wanna say that because like it's just better to reiterate that, you know. And then if he says that shit again, like fuck him.
No,
I'm
fuck
just
that
gonna
nigga
give
now.
everybody. I'm just gonna give everybody the benefit of the doubt because, or let me take a step back before the chat kills me. I'm not gonna
He's
give
saying
everybody the
it's
benefit of the
state
doubt,
versus
but
people.
huh?
He said there are cops of all races who are hot garbage. This is state versus people. So he's blaming the government to do.
No, we acknowledge that right?
Yeah,
But
we
we're
acknowledge
saying
that shit.
As
that's not-
Froob stated
There is
before,
100%
Froob
a
was
racial
right.
component to it.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
not all racial.
That's-
As Froob
yeah.
said, which is 100% correct.
It's not
not
all
all
racial.
It's like-
It's not all
Yes.
racial.
Which
But that's a
tells me the
component.
niggas not listening.
Maybe
bro.
he just
So,
got
like,
here. Maybe he
To
just
be
got here.
fair to him, though, a lot of what we have been talking about has been focused on race.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been. It has
So,
been because
be
that's
fair to him in the comments, because
Yeah.
if I would say that if a random person were walking in, they would assume that this was a race debate.
Right. Right. And
Because
I
a
think-
lot
bro.
of this has been us talking to Froob.
But yeah, I was
Mostly
like,
about whether or not it's
Froob.
race related or if there are other circumstances involved.
He's talking to somebody in the chat now, you guys.
Okay.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
Oh, okay.
Fuck
Okay.
Matt, then.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck me
I
then.
apologize. My bad.
Yeah, Corey's ready to ride. Like, yo,
Yeah.
My bad, my nigga.
My
This is
bad.
why
My bad. My
Matt
bad.
can't have a gun license, bro.
You said this is why I can't have a gun license?
this
Yeah,
is why.
man. You just see how hot you gotta get someone in the chat.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Imagine
nah,
you gotta
nah,
had a gun.
nah, bro. Nah. I'm not just going, I'm not going, well,
You're just not gonna bust a cap to bust a cap.
whip out the
Yo,
Draco.
would y'all loot Target?
yeah, I'm not,
yeah.
I
I'm
would.
not gonna hold you.
I'm not gonna hold you.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I will.
Everybody else,
Everybody else doing it?
Yo,
They like,
yo,
I
put
would
it this way,
not.
bro.
I would not touch anything, bro.
Put it this way,
I would
Brago.
risk myself like that
Let's
for
say,
anything at
let's say
Target.
I'm in a fucking Target and I see fucking 300 people just storm in. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm
Oh,
grabbing
What
the
if you're in
TV.
there just randomly shopping?
I'm grabbing
I'm
TV
not
and
even
fuck
finna.
outta
I'm
here,
not
bro.
finna play with you, bro.
Bro,
Fuck.
dead ass.
Take
I
it.
would.
Looking at
Shit.
least.
Bro,
Bro,
nigga,
if you in there, if you in there shopping, you got everything in your cart. You about to go to the checkout.
Nigga.
Okay. That's different. That's
Bro,
different.
If I already had my
I'm saying-
stuff,
I'm
I'd probably grab a few more things.
That's
That's what I'm
different.
saying.
Quietly,
If you
that's
already in
different.
there-
That's completely
wouldn't go
different.
in there if it was in the process of being rated.
Nobody paying. I'm not paying.
Right. If I'm in,
Hey, bro,
yo, quietly, if I'm at self checkout and like 300 niggas storm in, nigga, I'm leaving with my cart. You see what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm good.
hey, no. Hey,
what
Brago,
make you
I'm gonna
different?
tell you-
What make you different, Brago? You not different, nigga. You
Yes,
still
I am,
different.
bro. No, because niggas like literally just going there to loot. I was actually going to pay,
Yeah,
but I was
Yo,
gonna
I got-
pay.
Yo,
I ain't gonna
I
hold
feel
you,
like
bro.
there's a difference, bro. Brago's just an opportunist in that situation. He's
Exactly.
not like going out of his way to.
I'm
be,
not
like,
going
a
out of
bad
my way,
person.
bro. I was there.
I'm not gonna hold you,
I
bro.
had my credit card out and
niggas,
everything.
Fam.
if niggas drop the addy and they like, yo, we looting this Target.
Dog,
What if you
That's
drop-
so
what if
wild. You said
what if you was
looting
on the
an
way- what if
Addy?
you was on the way home and you saw niggas looting the Target?
You
not
a
gonna stop in there and
burglar.
get
I'm
you
not
things?
stopping. I'm
That
not.
nigga
You're
No,
not stopping to get.
Bro,
no. I'm.
If
You
niggas-
know why? You
Bro.
know why? Because
Bro.
last time that shit happened, they identified most of these fucking people
But
and
everybody got
arrested.
And
masks-
that's-
everybody got
bro,
masks on these days.
Bro,
Bro, another thing is, bro,
I'm
I
putting
feel
on my
like I'd be
mask.
a. Go ahead.
I'm putting on my mask, bro. I'm throwing on a hoodie, nigga, and I'm in that bitch.
Bro.
Okay,
Hey,
all right,
I
Corey.
I feel like I'd be afraid, bro. I feel like I'd fucking walk out with like a TV or something. Someone would just beat my ass. Like,
No,
yo,
Cor-
get that
yo.
shit, dog.
No, but here's the thing: are you driving the Target? Like, is your
I'm parking
Hell
in the
no.
back.
Uber.
Hell
Nigga,
no.
I'm a Uber.
I'm parking in the back.
nigga say
nigga.
I'm a Uber,
Nah, you can't.
Yo-
You
yo,
gotta think
think
about how
they-
much shit you getting.
bro? My thing is, at that point, I think that
Yeah, you
shit
gotta
can't-
protect
that
yourself,
shit-
bro.
Yeah, you gotta
Yo,
protect
what if,
yourself.
what if
You
you're an
gotta
Uber-
be worried about where you park it. I already thought about that, nigga, because like
Fam.
niggas is already talking about.
Yo, what if you're an Uber driver and
Loot
someone's
hit.
like, yo,
And so
yo,
that
go to the
shit happened
Target.
to pop up?
Yo, go to the Target. I'm gonna loot this shit real quick.
Shout out to
Nah,
What's
you
Up
ain't gotta-
Anime with
hey,
the
you ain't gotta tell
gifted
them
subs
shit.
though.
You ain't gotta tell them shit. Hey,
Hey.
bro, drop me off. Like, bro, you don't even gotta get dropped off at the
Yo,
Target. bro.
what if
Hey,
what if they
drop
called
me-
like 30 Ubers at the same time? Like a bunch of people, they all meet up at the same time.
And they helping you load your shit.
Like, bro, I wouldn't get. Bro, fam, listen. I would not like have the Uber drop me off at the exact location. I would have him drop me off in the vicinity, and then I would walk from there, and then like shit, like.
So
Hey,
what
bro,
he
we
said
gonna
is
figure
he's gonna
this
take
out.
an Uber to get another Uber, and then Uber to.
Yo,
just
you
drop- I'm
cannot
I'm
use
telling you.
fucking Uber.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
That shit can be traced.
What I'm gonna do is drive past.
Yo, what if
and
you just
I'ma
do like a
take my license-
DoorDash and
I'ma
tell them
go
to just
take-
do everything?
Nah, just
Wait,
take
so
your
Matt,
license-
you gonna use
take your
you go
license plate off and
DoorDash
drive back.
Target.
I'm
You
saying,
using
we
your-
cover. We
Wait,
covering the
Brago,
license
Brago,
plates,
what's
bro.
up?
Yeah,
What's up,
covering
Brago?
covering the license
you
plate
using your
right now.
Mugiwara MattB Uber account to get an Uber to get
Fam.
another Uber?
No, fam. I'ma just go. Look, I'm a Uber in the vicinity. And then from there, bro, I'ma just figure that shit out, bro. Like I'm gonna have a ski mask. I'm gonna have all the shit.
Do you know where the cameras are in the city?
Do I know where the cameras are in the city?
At a Target? Yeah.
Damn, bro, listen. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Like I'm not gonna have the Uber drop me anywhere like by the Target, bro.
No, but cameras aren't only at Target though.
I got the perfect solution.
That's fair.
When you in there looting and you got everything, you just steal a bike too and slide out.
Bike.
Steal a bike too and slide.
Wait, so you wait.
Bro.
You're riding a bike with a fucking 60-inch?
Yeah, but
you can figure out.
still stop me. But obviously I wouldn't steal that shit. Like, bro, I would rig this shit the fuck out. Like, bro.
And also, guys, be mindful. I think for Target carts, you can't go past the parking lot.
Yeah.
Okay, that whole gonna be on my back. I get the content.
Check it. Quit playing, bro. Like, nigga, I'm a 90s baby, dog.
They say he has stolen boxes before.
I would make a
That's
basket,
true.
bro, and put some shit on a bike, bro. Some shit like that to where everything that I take out, I can just put that shit on the front. Like, bro, niggas used to ride on pegs all the time. Hell yeah, bro. You could take a backpack from that motherfucker. Like, what is
wait, guys.
I'm clearing out electronics.
How much shit are you putting in this backpack?
I'm getting a Switch.
What do you put in the backpack?
Shit, bro, I'm gonna put like, okay, this is like, let me see, what would I take if
I'm taking the Switch. I'm taking some games.
Some games.
I'm getting some headphones.
I'd probably take
some
games.
Bro, y'all about to risk all that for some headphones?
Laptops. I'm taking it all.
No, he's getting like the $200 headphones.
Yeah, fam. I would.
No, I'm talking about
get a fucking laptop. I would definitely get a laptop. I would get some headphones, and then I'd probably get a Switch, bro. And then
sounds like a good game show idea.
I'm getting controllers.
You're right. How many things? How many things can you put in the backpack?
They set you up in the middle of a riot, and you gotta get what you can.
Yo, y'all telling me that y'all couldn't find some shit in the store to like to put some shit onto the bike, bro,
in the middle of a riot.
You can
I'm going to home decor.
Yeah, bro, you can do it old school. You can put some stuff in some bags and put the bags on like the ends
on the handlebars.
Yeah, on the handlebars,
bro. And then I'm going to home.
Quit playing,
I'm going
bro.
to home decor,
playing.
bro. I'm getting me some comforter sets.
I'm not gonna be here.
I'm gonna be going like 30 miles an hour on that goddamn bike, bro.
I doubt that.
Making a
with all that shit, I doubt that.
I'm making a beeline straight.
Matt, you're not going that fast with all that shit on no fucking bike, bro.
Maybe not 30 miles. Maybe
you know what's hilarious though? Most of these fucking bikes in that place probably need air. This nigga's fucking.
Bro, you have air pumped in that motherfucker. Bro, look, I could go to racetrack and shit or Quick Trip, bro, and I could just put the gas in the motherfucking in the motherfucking bike, bro. I'm telling you, I would get the fuck up out of there.
When niggas trying to steal, niggas find a way to get up out of there, bro.
I'd be like, hey Matt, I heard it was some shit going on in Dallas, bro. You good? Shit, hell yeah, bro. I'm Gucci.
Shout out to What's Up Anime with all the
don't let Apple go off, nigga.
Is that Froob?
Matt.
Well, I said you got 10 gifted subs.
Yeah, shout out to What's Up Anime. That's my guy.
You wouldn't steal any frozen food, like some Hot Pockets or something?
Hell no.
Hot Pockets? Matt, for the ride, you're not gonna get something to eat for the ride?
Bro,
it all depends. It all depends how much space you got. It all depends how much space you got in your loot box. Like, come on.
My thing is people were like stacking up carts, leaving Target, but
load in the car.
Hey, niggas talking about that I'm gonna get caught in the chat. Y'all got me fucked up.
Yo, what are you doing if you're working at Target and all of a sudden a fucking riot happens?
You start looting too.
Shit, I start looting too. I quit.
Hey,
2 weeks, nigga.
What I'm gonna do, bro? I'm gonna walk out that bitch and I'm gonna come back in that whole hoodied up.
Okay, here's the thing you can do though. You can't loot with people, right? Because if niggas slip up, then they be like, oh shit. Matt was there too, and Corey, and Froob.
Brago, that's why you go by yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
And you have a mask, and you don't tell nobody shit. Listen, see no evil. Like y'all know what it is. See no evil.
Okay, Jimmy Boom Jenkins. Jimmy Boom.
Nigga, I'm not finna beat, bro. No, I'm
Jimmy
not
Boom has he said gift cards. I'm with that. I'm with that.
Gift cards, and then you just like ring them bitches up at the fucking. Yeah, I'm with that shit, bro. I load them. Oh boy,
I'm with that. I think that's what I'm taking. A backpack or a couple backpacks, a gift cards.
You gotta put money.
No, I think I could get.
But you gotta log into the fucking register though to do that.
Bro, I got the register right in front of me. What's up?
You gotta
Nobody did?
log into
You know
that bitch.
how, you know
though.
how
They
to
have
log into
passwords.
to get it though?
All that shit.
You gotta have passwords and shit.
Nah, nah,
Yeah,
nah.
but
You
Brago,
gotta,
Brago, the best
I think
choice
you
would
just
be
gotta
to get a
scan.
MacBook Pro. You get one of those.
You gotta log in and scan that shit.
2.5K, right
A
there
MacBook
piece.
Pro, but wait, can't you?
2.5K a piece.
Yeah.
Bro, I think no matter
I'm
what,
low.
that shit isn't worth it.
I know, but I'm
Nah,
saying if you
fuck outta
resell
here.
it, you know how much money you make.
Nah, I mean, maybe in hindsight, depending on what happens, because we probably like, bro, the cops would probably have that shit on like
That hoe is
high
bugged.
alert. Like, hey, bro, if anybody bring this shit, they be
Because don't they
checking
have like
it.
all the serial numbers to every Mac that gets
That's
to the
why.
store?
That's why you got to
Yeah.
sell it to the homies.
That's
for,
why you
know,
gotta
like,
get-
Sell it to the homies?
homie discount.
They be checking all types of shit, bro. Nah, I would. Shit,
I wouldn't touch
like,
any.
look,
I'm not touching
that's
any
why you
Apple
gotta-
products.
Brago,
That's why you gotta get
Brago.
shit that you
No,
can't track. So you go, you can switch.
You can take the Apple products. The only thing is you can never get it fixed. You can never go to the Apple store because they're like, well, so where did you buy this from?
Right.
Nah, don't worry about
Wait,
that.
I
But
just
I'm
thought of
saying,
a
like, look,
genius idea, bro. I just thought of a
Brago,
genius
if
idea,
I gave
bro.
you wouldn't buy the new iPhone off of me for half off.
No.
Fuck you, bitch.
Not if I knew you were just,
No.
not if I knew you were just at a fucking riot.
Right. This nigga like, yo, I just came
How
up.
would you know
That nigga's
I was?
trying to get
How
you
would
caught
you know
up.
I was there? How
Because
would
you
know?
you live in the area.
Guys, I just thought of a genius idea, bro. We need to create some fucking crazy political tension when the PS5 comes out, so we can get so we can loot ourselves up
hell
with the PS5.
Hey, Matt said, "Fuck the PS5."
Yeah, I said, fuck it. I'm
Y'all
not
got
buying
it,
no PlayStation
man.
Yo,
5,
thanks,
bro.
Pinguino.
Y'all niggas got that, bro.
Y'all got it, bro.
I ain't
Wait,
buying
what
no
happened? What
PS5.
happened?
Come on, man.
Bro,
What's
I
up
got
with
some-
I
the
am not
some?
buying. I am not buying another system, bro. I put that on my mama, bro. I'm not buying another.
Wait, why
system.
not? Why not?
Because my PlayStation fucked up.
Did
On some
Matt
bullshit.
just sell
His
it? Didn't he
data
just sell
got
it?
corrupted. All his
Yeah,
shit
I
got
told
deleted.
that shit.
Oh,
Shout out to Pinguino. What's up with the gifted subs, bro? Appreciate it.
damn. You really are
Hey,
never
man,
gonna
we
know
getting
what's
a
up.
cut
So
of
I'm not
this?
buying, bro. I am not buying another system. I put
Yo,
like,
he's
bro,
gonna be PC for come to us, man.
Hey,
bro.
I can't
am
wait.
getting
I
a
can't
fucking
wait.
PC, bro. I'm not fucking with no fucking systems no more. Fuck
When you
that
getting this
shit.
PC?
But I have it by the end of the year. Like I got my old PC, that I built, and I need to take some of the parts out of it. You know, and I'm gonna just start right there. And then if I need to upgrade, like after I get it all set up and shit, I'm gonna just figure out what I need to upgrade, and then I'm gonna go from there. But yeah,
When-
bro, fuck a
How old
system.
was your PC that you're talking about?
Like 5 years.
I would probably just start from scratch, honestly. But I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
what
you have.
that's what one of my other my other guys told me.
You should ask quietly. You know,
I might be able to take the RAM
us
out.
coders would know a lot about.
Yeah,
that.
I would have to. We could talk about that later, but I would have to see what's in it. But
Yeah.
speaking of all this retardation, I think this is a perfect segue into the Joe Biden clip.
With the T.I. shit?
No.
Oh,
with Charlamagne the
the
I
God.
don't need Joe
Breakfast Club.
Biden.
Charlotte, yeah,
Want Joe
Charlotte.
Biden. You got me. You don't need Joe Biden. Yo, listen. Trump is fucking ridiculous, but this nigga's funny sometimes, man. Funny sometimes. Like, I can't believe this nigga actually posted that fucking clip. But I think Joe Biden is making it really difficult. Or actually, he's making it easy for Trump. Easy for
Yeah.
Trump. Difficult to
I
vote
didn't
for
think
him.
it was
Today
gonna
he
be
took a dub.
possible
Technically,
for this
today he
nigga to
got
be
a
this dumb.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Joe. Like, from him forgetting where he is to like saying what he said. If you vote for Trump,
He
you're
said,
not.
if you vote,
If
you're not
need
black.
convincing, if you need convincing who to vote for, then you ain't black. Dog, what the fuck?
Like, the nigga. And
That's
what
all
the
facts.
problem is,
God
he
damn,
mistaken
another
like
10?
Another
he
10 from
mistakes
WhatsApp
like
and
niggas being cool with
Pinguino.
him, but him having a black pass, and that shit is not cool.
That's like auto mod at this
That's
point.
something a white person.
Yo,
can do.
Brago, you gonna fucking get us? You gonna give us a cut of this?
Yeah, I'm sending it to Minneapolis, bro. Let's go pick it up.
Bro, at least buy my pizza for tonight.
Bro, what does this mean? Like when they give you subs?
That means they paid for that many subs and randomly gifted the people. So if you bought
Yeah,
10
so
subs, you paid $50.
Basically, 10 people in the chat get a sub to Brago now.
Yeah, so they've bought 41 subs so far. So that they've spent about 200 and
Bro, you just
$5.
gonna buy anyone that gives you subs, you whore?
Not anyone, but I know what's up and Pinguino.
that,
Okay.
listen, man.
Oh shit, Twitch
you
might be
got
the
a
move.
mod on that give you 41 subs.
Yeah,
Twitch might
but
be
if you
the
give me
move,
41
bro.
subs,
How many subs, Brago? How many subs do you have?
Slut.
hold
Don't
on.
worry about it.
Or wait, are you keeping that private? I don't even know, but
Fam,
30,000.
Twitch might have Twitch might be the move, bro.
I'm saying.
I wouldn't watch.
I mean, to be fair, Brago
Fuck
is
you, Drizzt.
actually like Brago, dude. You have actually been doing really, really good. 400 viewers on Twitch is actually a fucking lot, bro. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, everybody's pulling up. I think everybody was
Yeah.
really interested in.
Bro, relax. They really only here for the growth. He gets like 50 viewers when he streams by himself. Calm down,
Listen,
buddy.
It doesn't matter, bro. It's still a lot.
When me and Brago did our
This
when
nigga spitting.
when it was just me and Brago, we got
I need my cut.
we got like 350 when he was playing Super Smash Bros.
No.
Thanks, I need that.
Just me and him vibing. Just me and him vibing.
No.
So what happens when you sub? Like that just
You
means
get emotes. You get the 5-head, Matt. You get the 5-head.
Wait, you have the Draco 5-head?
You get the 5-head, Matt. You get
Oh
the
shit!
5-head.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
just used it.
I didn't know that got approved. I didn't know that got approved.
Yo! Oh, I gotta fucking subscribe just so I can get that shit.
Oh, bro.
Oh,
Damn,
hold
you
on.
Brago
ain't gonna
5-head. It
subscribe
doesn't
to
even
the
say
nigga?
Draco 5-head.
Bro, everybody's.
I didn't know that got approved, bro.
Holy shit.
Brago, anytime anybody uses
Yo,
that
hold on.
emote,
Yo.
I need the royalties for that, bro.
Everyone's spamming
I
Draco.
need the royalties.
Everyone is spamming Draco 5-head, and then you just see Draco Nation. I'm not even a sub.
Hey, yo, this is hilarious.
No,
dog.
5-head, bro.
Hey Draco, my bad, bro. I expected
God,
to go
bro,
off like this.
anytime Froob goes onto one of those long ass tangents or tie, just 5-head his ass.
Draco, I ain't expected to go off like this, bro. My fault, though. Draco just. Draco's like, yo, why would Ali get royalties?
Cause I made that emote.
He said, but it's his fucking head. He says his head.
Royalties.
I made
Oh, that
it,
is a good
Draco.
point. You gotta give Draco a cut. He's
If I don't get
Oh.
referee royalties, you ain't getting shit.
Ooh.
Bro, Drizzt,
That's like,
I'm
god damn
about to
it.
get it. I'm about to get another YouTube check. I got you. Show my next YouTube check.
So where's the check drop? I got you. Wait, so but did we say how we feel about Joe Biden in that clip?
What in the fucking
I need bro,
in the you ain't
With,
black,
no, with Charlamagne, yeah.
bro? That
With
nigga's
Charlotte.
tripping, like, bro.
I
He
need
tried
to
to,
jump.
Shouldn't have to
he
pick.
tried to play the race too hard.
Why was he even on there?
Yeah.
Wait, so is he the representing candidate for the Democrats?
yes.
He
Yes.
was.
Yes.
He's making it easy for
Bro, we're
Trump, man.
fucking doomed, bro.
Do you realize in the debates, he's just basically, it's just going to be just Trump making fun of him and
Yeah,
him just
the
not knowing
entire
where he
time.
is.
I think he's going to just get destroyed in debates.
You know, no, it would be hilarious
Bro,
though.
they're
Because it's like,
still going
I think
with the
people are going
5
to hate Trump enough that
Bro,
they don't
there's a-
care how fucked up Biden is. It's just going to be a meme. They're going to elect Biden just so it's not Trump.
Fam,
And we're
there's a
gonna have
5
something
head with
entirely different.
glasses. There's a 5 head with glasses, bro.
Wait.
Yo, man, they still going with it, dog.
Like, bro, there's a 5 head with fucking sunglasses. What the fuck?
Who did that?
I didn't
Niggas,
see that one.
niggas got custom fucking 5 heads now.
Well,
Yo,
5-head
shout-
is
This
like
is the
a.
only 5-head you get.
Shout out to Draco, man.
Fact. Shouts out to Draco.
He said remove the chat for the tube. I'm sorry, Draco. I can't. It's gonna be on
Oh,
YouTube. It's
shit.
gonna be on YouTube. as well.
I didn't even notice that.
I saw somebody said that like people got hit in Louisville.
Yeah,
Somebody-
they're rioting in Louisville, Denver. Where else is it?
Y'all
What do
just
you
want to
mean?
get onto the
In what
other topic.
context?
Yeah. Wait,
Which
what
is-
other
what's the other
topic?
topic?
What's the other
The
topic?
fucking the
Doja
bitch.
Cat.
Oh, I forgot about Doja.
Man,
We talked
Alright,
about
fuck her
Doja
then.
last time, but the cancel Doja didn't start yet. Right? So
I don't know enough about this. I don't know if anyone actually knows a lot about it, but I don't like. I know a tiny bit about it.
well,
I don't.
basically Doja is getting canceled because of she's basically in like late night streams with racists apparently.
Yeah, but from what I understood, she like denied it, or I don't know what her response was.
She did deny it. She said that. Well, she did admit that she was drunk. She was out of her mind, and that when she said the N word with the hard R, she was saying that to them, not telling them to call her that. So she said she's not into race play. she doesn't know anybody that is, and she hasn't been. And I think it's all cap. And I think she just seems to be lost.
Yo, why did they got Draco with sunglasses, man?
Well, yeah,
Bro, that's what I just said. I told you, bro.
This nigga dying like this.
They really do that.
How the fuck they do that?
How did they do that so
Okay,
fast?
that's a good one. They got the 5 head and he's holding a gun.
Yo.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Hey, Ali, you know what Brago's next emo should be? You remember that old Tonayasu meme that we had?
Hell no, you got it.
Bro.
We gonna
Hey.
definitely use Ali.
Yo, they got
We gotta
Draco
use
5 head
Alehh's,
holding
bro.
2 Glocks, bro.
They got this nigga flexing now, bro.
Brago flexing.
Yo, what
Wait,
the
I'm so
fuck?
confused. Wait, hold on, Brago. Did you make the sunglasses emote, or can you just type underscore?
No, I
This
just.
nigga's throwing the football.
Someone else.
Hey,
No.
bro. Twitch
So-
might be the move. Twitch might be the move.
No,
for the
somebody
code,
did
bro.
that, bro. I didn't do that. I didn't do that one.
Bro, this nigga's Brett Favre.
Oh my god, the football ones are hilarious. Those are the ones that go
Now this
off.
nigga's holding fire.
Was with him holding the purple flames, bro.
Fucking Draco. Oh
Hey, Draco
shit.
is Marco now?
Oh god. What the
Yo.
fuck? I didn't expect this.
This
All right.
this is the greatness of Twitch, by the way.
So it says
That-
you can edit.
yeah.
It says you can edit emotes.
Okay, I didn't
No,
know that.
Brago, you know what the next step needs to be actually to upgrade your Twitch channel?
What's that?
You need to get text to speech donation.
Oh, God.
Oh, I've been seeing that. I've been
Oh,
seeing
yeah,
that.
bro. That shit's so
You would not want that to
cancer.
happen during the Grove, though.
That might be a bad idea.
Maybe.
Thinking about
What,
it.
so what is that? What is text to speech? What is text to speech?
Basically, someone
Basically-
donates you $5, and like this is a robot was like Brago, big penis, and like people will just like if you've ever watched Twitch channels, people troll with that so hard, it's hilarious.
Yeah, yeah.
But it definitely disrupts everything. Have you ever seen King of Lightning
Yeah.
during his streams? Basically, he can't even read
Yeah.
the chapter because he gets so many donations, so people just
if
trying
we-
to troll him.
Yeah, if we got like, cause it's so funny because there's this one dude on Twitch named Forsen, and he has like
Forsen
a
PD.
bunch of different text to speech. Like he has one of Obama, he has one of Trump, he has one of like a fucking demon. He has like, it's like there's like 100 different text to speeches. So like you'll just be watching a stream, and then you'll just fucking hear Obama
Bro.
just like say some dumb shit, or then you'll hear like it's so funny. dude.
Somebody squished him. That's what he said. Look, they said they squished him. He got squished.
Draco 5 had squish.
Yo, what the fuck? Hey, shout out to the chat though, man. What the
Shout
fuck?
out to the chat.
Wait, do we got anything to say about Doja? Or it's like fuck Doja?
I think she's still trash, and she still needs.
Yeah,
to be out of
Doja's always been trash to me.
Well,
I
what I
mean, she
heard
needs
was
to
that-
fix her
Drop the
busted
ball.
ass wigs. That's what she
I
needs
didn't
to
know
do.
y'all felt that way about Doja.
Bro, her
Damn.
forehead is yikes.
I
Bro,
don't know
her
if this is
forehead is
true or
bigger
not,
than
but I
fucking
heard
Rihanna's.
he had like a really fucking racist song or something. Like,
Didn't do
Didn't
it.
do.
yeah, didn't do nothing or something like that. Yeah, like so. I don't know.
Well, she said that she came out and clarified that apparently it wasn't to make fun of Sandra Bland. It was supposed to
bring
like
awareness?
support. Yeah, it was supposed to bring awareness or some shit like
That
that.
wasn't the right. That wasn't the right way to go about it. She's all fucked up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she shouldn't have went about it that way at all. I think.
And also, oh my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Quiley.
No, I was gonna kind of talk about the Madonna shit also.
Oh, Madonna's son?
Oh, are you talking about- that
That's
was
so
so
stupid.
I was not-
weird.
I just have to say personally.
Are you talking about her son?
Yes, I was
Yeah.
not fucking with that.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was
what
about,
Madonna
bro.
Shit? What
It
Madonna
was some
shit?
it was some white people shit, bro.
She had
Basically, what
Basically,
happens
Madonna
is you
posted
have
something on
dance.
Twitter, and
She
she
made him
was
do that
like,
shit.
"Yeah, she was like, my son is dancing. I don't know. Someone else can."
It was-
probably-
She made her black son do a dance tribute for,
Yeah, in memoriam
Mr. Floyd.
for George.
but like
Nigga, what?
It was weird.
Yes.
It was just
Okay,
like
hold on. To be
it was
fair,
just
to be
this guy,
fair,
this boy just
it,
dancing his ass
it
off.
was some white woman shit, bro. It was weird.
To be
It was-
fair,
it was
I
really
don't
weird.
think that she was like, "Yo, son, come fucking dance for the gram" or something like that.
you should do
For
it.
the gram.
Yeah, I think it was more of a.
I don't
think it
know,
was
but
more of like I feel like he probably maybe said something about it, or something to her, but like still you got to think about the optics of like fucking putting. I don't know. It just
It's
looks-
just like
It's weird coming from her.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like yo, mom, this is what I want to do for
My
George.
black son.
yeah,
damn.
exactly. Because
I just put it in the chat, bro.
you
My
know how
black
that
son,
you know how
yeah.
that looks, bro. She's like,
I'm
"My
like, what the
son-"
fuck is happening? Like this
My
was just
son's
so
black and he
weird.
has words to say.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
I just put it in the podcast chat.
It's almost like you're trying to. I don't know if brag is the right
Madonna's
word,
son?
but like yeah, brag. That I'm assuming he's. I don't
He's
know.
adopted.
He's
Yeah, I
definitely
was gonna
adopted.
say, he's
Well, no
definitely adopted.
shit, but I'm saying like,
It's like one of those rich people
No,
who
it's all
like
natural.
adopt.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. Like he was just
It's some
dancing.
white people shit going on, man.
This reminds me of like all the celebrities during the quarantine being like this, talking from their mansions, like it's okay.
yeah, everything will be all right. I mean,
Like,
for me,
what the hell does
way
this have to do
too
with
into
George
it for
Floyd?
it to be her idea, bro.
She influenced him, man. This shit's retarded.
Nah,
I mean,
man,
but the
he
thing
was
is,
way too into
it looks like he's been practicing for a while though.
Yeah, like it's not just like, oh, come dance for me, son.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's definitely not like, come dance for me.
I think that he probably brought up the idea
Yeah,
to her.
That shit is weird.
Like, yeah, it's definitely weird. Like,
This has
it almost-
nothing to do with George Floyd.
yeah. I feel like this is like a
I feel
This
like,
is not-
I feel like her son's like, I can dance, mom. Let me
yeah.
show
Let me show the world.
Yo,
like
listen, this
like-
is showing my ignorance of fucking any music culture.
Bro,
outside
how
of
old
fucking
is
rap.
this nigga?
Like,
I don't know, he looks like high school.
It looks like he's 30.
He's
from listening to the lyrics,
He does kind of look like he's 30.
Oh,
Bro, this
shit.
is like, this is not funny, but like, this is not what George Floyd died for,
This
bro.
is
Damn, what is this? Like, bro, what is
Yo,
this, bro?
Corey, what's
Fucking
wrong
that
with
corner.
you?
they said, why is he ball at 17?
But yeah, this nigga damn near 30, cuz.
Bro,
That's
I know
always
a
the
white
funny meme,
woman's
dude.
idea when I see it.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. This is just so cringe. Like, what are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. It's so fucking cringe that it's like there's no way that
He's
didn't
breaking
come
a
to her.
sweat.
Because if I told you like come do this, he's like, I don't know. But
Hey, Cam, I know you're listening. You wilding right now. Y'all
Oh,
just
bro.
can't. Bro,
What Cam say? I see what he's trying to do.
nah. That nigga, look at what he just tagged you with on Twitter, bro. This nigga tripping. Bro, I hate niggas.
What the fuck?
I hate niggas, bro.
You definitely should use that for good. 100%.
He said you gotta use this when somebody
somebody
subs
sub
on
on
Twitch
Twitch.
now, bruh.
What's that? Oh, hey, bro, I have a question.
Bravo, tell him about
Go
the
ahead.
Haitian rapper. Tell him about the Haitian.
What Haitian rapper?
The one that you was listening to the other day. The freestyle, remember?
Oh, you talk about the I know what you talk about, bro.
I remember you say,
When he was-
What are you talking about?
bro,
I have no idea
listen
what
to
this
that.
nigga-
Listen
Haitian
to that.
baby, bro. Haitian
Pull that
baby.
shit up. I'm gonna pull that shit up, bro. Oh shit! This is why I'll leave my nigga, bro.
Hold on.
Brago, look up Haitian baby. You don't remember this dude?
That I was listening to the other day.
Sounds like a whole lot of bullshit on my end.
I put it in the.
Hey, this
what's it
nigga
called,
sound like
Google Hangouts.
Mystical.
that sounds like Drake.
I know he's gonna play it, nigga.
Y'all never seen that before? That's ain't that old?
It is old.
Yeah, bro. It came out like last year, I think, bro. But
Yeah,
that
that's
shit
really.
funny.
I didn't know y'all. I didn't know that y'all was talking about that. I thought that was something else.
Yo, what the fuck?
That nigga was on his
Feeling
mystical
like a
shit.
dragon, feeling real high.
Facts. Low key.
Bro, fuck a poo.
Damn.
Facts.
Quietly.
Why do y'all niggas hate a poo so much, man?
I
I've
know.
Been a bitch.
always hated him. I've always hated
I've always hated a
It's like,
poo.
Corey, you're a rapper. What is a poo?
him. A DJ.
A bitch.
Different.
The same as you.
He's a
Nah,
DJ.
that nigga don't. That nigga ain't no rapper, cuz.
Corey, he probably has a better mixtape than you, bro. What the fuck?
Facts.
Now I gotta fight you.
Bro, that banger he put on versus Kizaru. That shit's fucking fire, bro.
It is fire.
Yo, let me.
Navy Admiral Kizaru.
Kizaru.
Bro, I can't wait. I can't wait for Kid to dog walk this nigga, bro.
I mean, he already did, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's not over.
dude,
I hope it's over.
I actually can't wait to see, because right before Kid, fuck, we're talking about One Piece, but just really quick, right before Kid hit Apu was like, "You guys ready for the finale or whatever he said?" I really want to know.
Stub woofer.
I really want to know what his attack is gonna be. Like, what is his big attack? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Skrillex.
I want a nigga to knock this nigga. I want somebody to knock this nigga teeth out because
His piano keys.
yes, all them shits need to come
What's wrong with
out.
you, Corey?
I really do not like that nigga,
Yeah,
bro.
it's like genuine hate for a 2D character.
You know what's crazy? It's one character that I hate in all cartoons, and that's like Peggy Hill. I hate Peggy Hill.
Peggy Hill.
Why do you hate Peggy Hill?
I fucking hate Peggy Hill because all she do is cry and bitch and complain, and she like Hank is a like fucking boring ass nigga, but I just feel for this nigga, bro. Every time she just start crying and shit.
That's so random.
I hate Peggy Hill, bro. I hate that hoe.
Be Peggy, give it
Wow,
the
I
top.
just
I never
Okay.
took
Bro,
you-
like Peggy
I never
Hill,
took you for the guy to watch King of the Hill, bro.
bro. King of the Hill is about Texas. Why wouldn't I watch it?
King of the Hill pretty good, honestly.
I be forgetting that you're a Texan. You know how do type shit.
Nah, bro. Don't say we Texas. Just say we from Texas, bro.
What's wrong
Bro,
with being called a
and then-
Texan?
Just say we from
Bro,
Texas.
she was she had a whole episode
that
where
the
she was
same
crying
shit?
because she was
Nah.
5'16"
Nah.
shooting men.
Why? What's the difference?
Cause
Yo, why is Thugs trending?
Yeah,
What do you
Because
mean?
the-
Why?
because of
Trump's
Trump.
tweet. Trump's tweet.
No,
Why
but it's like,
yeah.
why out of all things, I guess, would that be trending?
Okay, dude. I clicked on Thugs trending and I fucking
It-
see Michael Rappaport's Twitter and it's his face with 6'9" fucking photoshopped onto it. What the fuck am I looking at here?
That's
It
fine.
said white protesters take over the Michigan Capitol building with loaded assault rifles, and everyone's heard Donald Hitler refer to them as thugs. It's a little extreme, but I hear it.
you gonna introduce the Grove at some point?
At
This
some
nigga
point.
is fired, bro.
At some point.
fired.
At some point, we'll talk about it.
Yes,
You said what?
Like, comment, subscribe.
you heard me.
Do we have any non-race related topics?
I don't think niggas care about anything else right now, bro.
I mean, in a wheelchair. I think that's the last one.
Well,
Oh.
in other news,
That bitch-
Quietly and Matt yesterday learned that giant squids exist, and they
Oh,
were
yeah.
absolutely excited about it.
Giant squids? What do you mean?
I went to sleep terrified. I don't know what the fuck.
Giant squids.
Wait, y'all didn't
Giant
think they
squids exist,
existed?
and on top of that, squids got fucking beaks.
Wait,
Yeah,
how
they
big-
got
like a
beaks.
bird.
How
Like a bird.
big
Y'all
of
didn't know
a-
that?
They're big enough, Froob, that they eat whales.
Yes.
What? the fuck?
Well, yeah, they
Like-
kill whales. Yeah,
Oh.
you never.
Oh,
giant
I know what you're talking about.
squids-
You talking
giant
about them
squids and
shits
sperm
on
whales.
Nemo, like at the end of the movie, them big ass ones.
We talking about real life, actual giant squids that eat whales.
That
Oh,
eat
yeah,
whales.
Fam, they got fam. A squid has a beak like a bird.
Oh
Yeah,
my
y'all
god,
didn't know.
it's literally almost as big as a fucking whale. Holy shit.
Bro,
thought
I
that
don't
shit
fuck
was-
with
thought
I
that
don't
shit was a
fuck with
fairy
like the
tale.
I don't fuck with the deep sea, bro. Like niggas still don't know what the fuck is in the water, and we live here.
Yeah, we know more about space than we do with
Then we
the
know
ocean.
then we know about the ocean, bro. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, I've heard people say that. but I
My
really
God,
don't
imagine
know
eating
what the
this.
fuck that means, but
Imagine that shit eating your ass.
They ain't gonna eat me.
Yeah,
bro.
I
What the
mean,
fuck?
I knew giant squids were a thing, but I never really delved
You ain't
too
gotta
deep.
worry
Nah.
about
Yeah,
It's
I'm
okay.
like, if I find these things, I'm
It's
not
over
gonna
for
be
you.
around for much longer.
Yeah.
So it's
just
like,
find
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
done. It's a done
like-
deal.
you ain't
That's-
gotta worry about
Damn,
eating
bro. This
squid.
shit look
Fruit
crazy.
and Fruit. Somebody just put it in the comment section. They said 5% of the ocean is explored. Like there's parts of the ocean that we just cannot get to. Obviously, there's parts
Many,
of the
many
space
parts.
that we can't
Yeah,
get
most
to.
of
but-
it we can't get.
It has
Yeah,
to do with
we-
like
you-
oxygen levels. Right?
Yeah, you can't.
Water
yeah,
pressure.
Exactly.
Pressure.
Water
Just how
pressure
big it
and all
is.
that shit. Like the Mariana
fucking
Trench,
crazy, bro.
Challenger
It's
Deep. Like you can't
crazy.
get there. Only one person has went or the furthest I think that you've that someone has been in Challenger Deep is like 35,000 feet, and it goes
So
way deeper
imagine
than
like
that.
all
Ghost
the,
fur.
imagine like what kind of like sea creatures are out there that niggas don't even know about.
Because they had to
Like, I don't
adapt
fuck with
to
that.
like because there's no light, so it's like
No
pitch
light,
black.
the pressure, all that
pressure,
shit.
yeah.
And then imagine like lost civilizations and shit under the water that niggas would never find.
So what you're saying is Superman is gonna come from under the water. He's gonna be like,
What the fuck?
Gonna be blind.
Damn,
Blind
not-
bro.
Superman. That shoots
Gonna be
lasers.
blind.
Bro, they say that these fucking squids get 45 feet long.
They can get bigger than that, yeah.
Is it
Giant,
something?
giant squids are so rare. The only times we've ever really found big parts of what would be squids was when they wash up on shore. A wild giant squid's like almost impossible to catch on camera. There's like been bits and pieces, but
How is that even possible? That doesn't even make sense to me. It actually doesn't make sense to me.
what doesn't make sense?
Oh, it's crazy.
How big squids can get?
No, just like how, like what you said, like how the fuck, I don't know, dude. It's just weird, bro.
Well,
Bro.
it's just like it's the same thing with a lot of things.
Them niggas eat
It's hard to
whales,
find
bro.
things in the wild.
That's
Plus,
insane.
squids usually stay deep. In the,
I mean, I guess we probably don't have
Cool.
fucking people on the waters looking for fucking squids 24/7.
No, you do.
But,
we do. With,
Well, I
not
mean, like-
24/7, but there are plenty of people that look for.
well, yeah,
giant
obviously
squid.
there are, but I'm saying like it's not like a fucking goal of our society to find a giant squid. I'm sure if our fucking number one goal in our society wasn't to like was like we gotta find a giant squid, we probably could. But
Also, giant squids. Suction cups. There's little hooks in them.
are you talking about
That's why
hentai
suction
again?
cups works. No, well,
Those shits are fucking.
Yeah,
scary.
bro. They got hooks and shit inside the cups, bro. Like that's
Yeah, that's why their tentacles actually stick on you, so the hooks dig into your skin, so they can.
Also, what is
What
what was this bitch in the wheelchair? Like I don't even know. Like I keep
Man,
seeing
what
Is
this
she
did
on my
actually
video.
30?
Yeah. She's 30. She's like,
Yeah,
middle-
that's
she's like a
crazy.
normal.
Yeah,
she's
she was hella
average age.
capping.
wait.
I
Isn't
think-
an orca a whale?
I think
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a type of
a
whale.
type of
yeah.
whale. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. So like
They kill
somebody said that's not somebody said, Matt, that's not insane. Orcas eat whales too. Orca is a type of whale, sir.
Orcas also hunt sharks as well.
Sharks, yeah.
Those things are fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know what's wilder
Say orc in
about
the
the, the bitch in the wheelchair. I don't know what's wilder, the fact that she could walk, the fact that she's 30, or the fact that she let a white lady walk in front of her no problem, then she just starts stabbing the black people.
They said orca's a type of dolphin.
Is it?
Actually, I think that's correct. Yeah, I think that is correct.
What
I
is
thought
it?
that was a fucking
Damn,
whale.
Matt.
Orca. Orca. All right,
Damn,
orca.
Matt, he came
No,
back
I
at
just
you.
googled orca. It says killer whale.
I don't know.
Oh,
I actually know
orca
a
was
lot
whale.
about
Like,
orcas.
and then a nigga on my hero is a
The
fucking
only
whale.
orca
hold
I
on, a
know
killer
is
whale.
Gang
Dang,
Orca. That's the only
Wait,
orca
hold
I
on,
know.
hold on, dude. A killer
And he's the
whale.
whale.
A killer whale is a dolphin.
So I guess
Whoa.
everybody's right.
Wait,
Yeah, everybody's right. But
Wait,
so
a killer
whales are,
whale is a fucking
way it
dolphin?
should
so
be.
whales are dolphins.
Semantics, bruv.
Or
I
dolphins,
don't even-
whales.
I don't-
Yeah, or dolphins, whales. Yeah.
I don't even know, dude.
But
I,
like
Yo,
which
you
one
know,
is the
one thing-
subset?
They're
says-
all fish.
One thing I do know, right, is if they said, "Hey, we're gonna drop you off either in the jungle or the ocean, and if you survive for 30 days, then you get, a
30
set
days.
amount of money."
You gotta pick the
I'm
jungle.
doing
Yeah,
jungle,
I'm picking
my
the
nigga.
jungle, bro. Like no
Even
fucking
if it's-
way.
Even if it's 2 hours, I'm picking the jungle, fam.
Yeah, no matter
jungle or
what
the what?
circumstances, I'm.
Oh,
I'm
well,
going
okay.
jungle.
Wait. 30 days in the jungle, 30 hours in the ocean.
30
I'm
days in the
30
jungle.
days in the jungle,
30
nigga.
days in the jungle.
30 days in the
What
jungle.
the fuck
30
you
days in
talking
the
about?
jungle,
Yes.
bro.
Yes.
Fam,
Wait,
30 hours in the
Spending
ocean,
a
bro.
day
Like,
in
you realize
A day in the ocean?
have you ever
Yeah.
been on a cruise, Ali, bro? You go outside on the deck at nighttime, you
believe in
can't
water.
see shit.
well, hold on, bro. I'm sorry to interrupt you because
That's kinda wild.
bro. Apparently, dolphins and whales are like the same shit.
Who would have thought?
You explained that perfectly, Froob. Thank you.
They're the same shit.
Yeah, bro. They're like the same. I don't. Well, because I didn't.
Bro,
want to
they got like teeth and shit, bro. Whoa.
No, like they're like. Like dolphins are a type of whale. Like,
Yo, shouts out the king in the chat.
or I guess
I don't think
whales.
that's him, bro.
I guess
That is
whales
him.
are a type
That's
of dolphin.
cool.
I don't know.
He said 30 hours in the ocean easy.
King,
which
you're
is
tripping.
wild.
Yeah,
That's
King,
fucking
you
crazy.
crazy.
Remember,
Hey,
guys.
King,
Okay, wait, guys.
He said he gonna be like Whitebeard.
Let me let me clarify. You're in a boat.
No,
Nah.
Nah.
Nigga, that's not the fucking. I'm still cool. I'm going.
I'm still good on that,
I'm
bro.
still
I'm
picking
still
a jungle,
good.
bro.
Wait,
The
where,
jungle.
where in the ocean matters? Where?
Middle of the ocean.
A shark could snatch your
Which
ass off
ocean?
that boat
Jungle.
easy.
Yeah, which
Hey,
ocean?
hey, Brago.
Which
Pacific.
ocean?
Pacific Ocean.
Hey, regardless, she
really
from the
specific
jungle.
part of the Pacific
The
Ocean.
Pacific Ocean.
The
Yeah.
Pacific
Straight out the
Ocean.
jungle.
Yeah.
Pacific Ocean.
The specific part of the Pacific
so
Ocean.
Drizzt,
Shout out Flight
why
React.
did you say which why did you say like which ocean? Like what so
Well, I'm pretty sure that there's different types of the way the water behaves, and also it just depends. Depending on the ocean you're in,
Yeah,
it
you
can
can
be
get-
safer
you-
or more dangerous.
What size
I'ma
boat?
fuck
'Cause
with
if you-
The
if you
most
in a- if
dangerous
you in a
ocean.
regular
If
small
I had a
boat,
boat, I would honestly choose the boat. You could definitely survive 30 hours on a boat.
That's what I'm saying. 30
you're gonna
hours.
okay, but what if you
That's
get
just like a
capsized?
day. Day and a
No
half?
food
Well,
though.
if you get
No,
capsized, you get capsized. I take my boat with the boat, but at
versus
night,
30 days in the
I
jungle.
don't know if I'd be able to survive past night on a boat. Like if it has a raft, if I can just like grab onto it, then I'm good. But
Yeah, 30 days in like a small boat.
Nah, bro.
30
That's
days in a small boat?
I think
No.
No, 30 hours in a small boat versus 30 days in the jungle.
yes, I'll take the 30
30
hours.
hours.
I think
Okay.
that's a cop out, bro. When
Yeah,
we
that's a
say like in the
cop-out.
ocean, like that's like I'm talking about like 45 meters under like water, like you
What?
in like a scuba.
Oh
Yeah.
nah,
No,
nah,
that's
nah,
not even-
crazy.
What?
That's not possible, nigga.
That's not possible.
We're gonna put you
You
in
wouldn't
a-
have enough
But, like,
oxygen, nigga.
these situations are so subversive. It's like saying, put me in a jungle with like a gun or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, it's
like,
a
a long
fucking
talk.
hypothetical, bro.
Like, last-
Okay, yeah. Look. You have hunting equipment. You have hunting equipment, ropes, all that shit in the jungle. But
And
all
Bear
you
Grylls.
have, yeah, all and like you have shit. All you have
Bro.
in the ocean
Is a
just-
fishing rod.
I don't know enough
Yeah,
about the
fishing
ocean,
rod.
but I feel like in the jungle you can just like fucking die to a mosquito or some shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
can
don't
die to
know-
so many things.
yeah, like
You don't know what's
Hey,
gonna kill you in that
You
ocean
always
at night.
listen.
Bro, I
if it
think
was-
you're safer in the boat, honestly.
So you want
I'm-
so wait, you want
Brago,
Fuck
in
the
a
boat.
situation of
Brago
30
Caribbean. Brago
hours,
like, man, this ain't shit for me.
No, 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 no.
Brago wants to go with the
I do
unknown
not
unknown
like
of
the ocean at all.
Brago
But
has
I'm
never
saying
read Moby Dick, bro.
in the jungle, there's spiders, there's fucking monkeys.
That's not the thing.
There's
Brago,
snakes.
You literally used to like chop up lizards, man.
There's snakes.
You don't know what's in the
They're
ocean.
fucking. There could be tigers and shit, bro. What?
It could be a water tiger.
You don't
in the
think you
ocean,
could?
too.
You don't think you could kill a tiger, Brago?
I can't.
If you
Nope.
I'm not scared.
Bro,
Yeah, that's wild.
bro,
think
I'm
you
not
could kill a
killing
tiger?
not even a baby tiger. I'm not taking my chances with.
You wouldn't
I'm
try to
not
kill a tiger.
scared of lions and tigers and bears.
No, bro, I'm
Shut up,
cool.
bro.
I'll take my chances with like a random shark coming out of somewhere and
Hey,
capsizing my
nigga, low
boat.
key, a lion cub will fuck you
Well,
up.
I mean,
Bro.
if you had a boat and for 30 hours, yeah, it's heavily in the boat's favor.
No, bro, I think it's more
Put me
likely.
in the jungle with a helicopter.
No, it's more likely that you die in the jungle than in that boat for 30 hours. 30
Bro, you
fucking
gave
days,
yourself a
bro.
boat,
30
bro.
days.
Bro, we need to get a wildlife expert, bro.
Bro, niggas do it every day, B.
The
Bro, I
Corey
also
does not
feel like you
agree.
could- I also feel like
you get swallowed by a whale. Then
Corey,
what,
are you
then what,
taking the
Pinocchio?
30 hours on the ocean on the
No,
boat?
nigga.
Call me
I'm
Jonah
going-
quietly. Call me
Bro,
Jonah.
I am completely ignorant to this entire thing, but I feel like you could get dropped somewhere in the ocean and just be chill, dog. I feel like you could
What?
get lucky.
Nah, bro.
I think you can. I think you can,
the
bro.
waves alone would
Watch
scare
it.
the living shit
Do you
out of
realize
me.
you said dropped in the ocean?
Watch you hit a storm,
It's
nigga.
different than having a boat. Dropped in
No,
the
but what
ocean.
I'm
Dropped in the
saying-
ocean, you're done.
No,
That's
no,
it.
no,
That's
no,
it.
no.
That's
That's
it.
not what I meant. I meant like if you just get put in some random spot in the ocean, like I feel like there's probably not a non-activity in the ocean. You
Bro,
know what I mean, like there's certain parts of the
100%.
world-
Somebody
What
just
if the
said.
storm-
Somebody
what
just
if the
said
storm
3
happens?
days in the jungle. 3 days in the jungle versus 30 hours in the ocean. I feel like that's
3 days in the jungle.
Yeah,
Give me
I'm
the
taking
o-
3 days.
See,
In
Give
the
me
jungle.
the- give me the ocean.
If I don't have a boat,
Give me the ocean
You don't have
still.
a boat. You
if
don't
I have a boat, I'll take the
Bro,
boat.
I don't think y'all understand what the fuck the
for
jungle
30 hours.
is.
No boat.
I don't think you
No
understand what the
boat.
fuck the ocean is.
Dog, you got a boat.
No boat.
This is the
No
dumbest
boat.
argument
Oh, no
ever.
boat?
boat.
Oh, come
No
on.
boat.
I'm not treading water for 30 hours. What the fuck?
It's not possible.
30
I'm saying
hours?
that-
Come on.
Let's say you got a floaty or some shit. Like
Even
30
then,
hours
even
in the
then,
ocean.
even then, that's not
Matter of fact,
plausible.
Yeah, a floaty.
What if a
No.
wave
We
comes
gotta
by and just
get
fucks you up?
No, no.
I'm
Okay.
saying, bro, like, what if a wave just comes up? Like, bro, come on,
Nigga, what if a
man.
storm
Gotta give
happens?
us
All right,
boat,
how about you don't have a boat, but you can use Lizzo as a raft?
Oh my god, Froob. They
That's
say you
like-
have so many
like,
tools
bro,
in
what
the
if-
jungle.
What if like a tropical
Sen,
storm? Like,
stop
a
this,
tropical
bro.
storm, you,
Stop
like, in
it.
the middle, bro.
Bro, these niggas ain't doing shit with no tools in no jungle. What?
Yes, we are.
What y'all
Shit.
doing?
Nigga,
Hey,
shit,
bro.
I'm gonna find something
Hey,
to do.
What y'all?
I'm
Tell me
a-
what y'all gonna do.
I'm a-
What y'all gonna do?
Hey, look, I'm eating
berries.
I'm out that motherfucker with a chinchilla
I'm
coat,
eating.
nigga.
I'm eating berries.
I'm gonna come out that motherfucker with a chinchilla coat. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's
Bro,
cap.
y'all are gonna eat
That's
some fucking
cap.
poisonous.
You're not even
berries.
gonna know what the type of berries you eat.
I'm with Matt.
Yeah.
I'm with
Y'all
Matt.
I'm
have
gonna find
y'all
some
never
bird
seen-
eggs.
Me
Bro,
and
have
Matt
y'all
coming
never
out there
seen
with
Tropic
chinchillas.
Thunder?
We coming
Bro,
out
a
with
lot of shit can
chinchillas.
happen, bro.
Facts, bro.
Corey,
like nigga,
Corey
I'm gonna
thinks
eat
that you
something.
can just fucking find some berries, bro. He's gonna
Right.
end up eating
I said
I mean
I'm
some
gonna end up with
berries.
bird eggs.
I mean some apples, bird
He's gonna
eggs.
end up-
I'm gonna find
he's gonna
some
think he's
chicken.
eating some
Bird
berries, but he's actually eating some like fucking.
Corey gonna
caterpillar
find a
eggs.
deli at the corner. Like,
Hey man,
give me a bacon, egg, and cheese, bro.
I'll find Wakanda sooner or later, bro.
Okay. So what about this? Right? So let's just add some more context. I know this is some dumb shit, but like, fuck it, we here. So let's say that, like, you know, you win a game contest. Okay, you win a game contest, you get $10 million, and they say, okay, so for you to get this prize money, you have 2 years to prepare for this. You either do it, and then you get our scenarios.
2 years.
You get 2 years to prepare.
Then easily
Nigga,
the
I'm gonna
ocean.
be fucking-
Easily the ocean. Then
I'm gonna be
give me
craving the
forest.
fuck.
2 years.
Easy.
I have an issue with your entire scenario. How do I win the contest?
and then I get right.
Well, it's like
I guess it's like a it's kind of like a preliminary
Yeah,
It's
he's
like-
saying you won the contest to get selected.
to get selected to
Yeah.
win like $1 million or some shit.
I'm gonna be on my hunter shit. nigga.
100%.
I'm good.
I'm in
Yeah,
the
Forest.
ocean then.
The forest.
So
Two-
you
wait,
get
no, no,
you
2
get 2
hours to
years to
prepare.
prepare. You get 2
2 years to prepare for 30 hours. Give me the
Yes,
ocean.
2 years to prepare.
Wait, how much
for
money is it, by the way? How much money are you getting?
$10 million. Just to
Okay,
Give me
I'm
the
gonna
ocean.
take out a loan. I'm gonna buy a fucking submarine.
Yo, it's gonna
no,
hit
no,
a
no,
stone.
no, no. You don't get the money. You don't get the
You
money.
say take out a
until
loan.
after.
Take out a
Yeah, I'm
loan.
taking out a loan, bro. I'm buying a submarine, bro.
Get
Oh,
investors. Get
Here,
investors.
No.
Hey,
But
yo,
they
if you
give
get,
you.
if you get 2 years to prepare, then the jungle is the best bet because you can learn the environment, you can learn like what to eat. And then
Nigga, you
can
can
learn-
learn-
Bro, I
No,
guarantee you.
then
I
can
guarantee you.
train, and then you can
as-
kill shit.
I guarantee you, as much as you learn in 2 years, you still be a fucking novice in the jungle.
But what can you do in the water, Brago?
Bro, literally in the water, you become an avid
It
swimmer,
spins.
right? An avid swimmer.
Hey, this nigga Brago.
Honestly, bro, honestly, I think
What?
you have a better chance.
Skyna?
Wait. Do you still have the boat?
No.
Yeah.
No, nigga.
Wait, Matt
Ain't no
said yes.
boat.
Matt said
Wait,
yes.
hold on. We gotta
No.
decide this. Do we have a boat or not a boat?
Yeah, do we have a
No.
boat or no?
We don't have no boat.
Bro, then that's impossible. What?
I don't
You got
understand.
some
it.
floating.
You
Okay,
got
if you
you got
said-
a little.
Okay,
you
look,
got a-
I think
look,
we
this
all
is
agreed
fair.
that if we get a boat, we don't choose the boat.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Corey
but-
was still saying the fucking forest.
I'm choosing the jungle.
And
but
quietly.
I'm
I'm
choosing
choosing
the
the
jungle.
30
jungle.
hours.
I'm
I'm
choosing
choosing
the
the
jungle.
I'm taking the boat. I'm taking the boat.
Bro, what are we
Bro,
even
you
supposed
could
to?
survive 30 hours easy on a boat, dude.
That's what I'm
Bro-
saying.
Oh, what are you supposed to do?
Can
Not
I
if your
regulate
ass
my
is
macros on the
on.
boat?
Okay.
They said, what if you
here,
got a
here,
devil
here.
fruit?
Here, look, look.
jungle.
They put
I
you.
can't
They
in
put
the
you in the
jungle.
worst seas possible.
And you got a boat?
Yes.
3 days or
damn,
30
bro.
days? 3 days in the jungle versus
So
It's 3 days.
3 days?
Let's say
Three
let's say
days
that
for
they
both.
put you in the fucking Bermuda Triangle.
3 days for both.
What the be?
3 days for both? Okay.
Yes, the
Three
Triangle's not even
days.
fair.
Then the
Okay,
jungle.
then
Then the
Then
jungle.
what's
Yeah,
the
then
worst?
the
Then what's the
jungle.
worst ocean? Then what's the worst ocean that y'all that we can think of?
I don't know, but
The worst seas.
hypothetically, the
Virginia
worst
Beach.
ocean, bro. That shut up. Brago.
I mean, probably
That
the
shit-
Arctic Ocean for us.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, bro, but like, if you're in the worst
But
ocean
bro.
possible, bro, you're literally gonna need a fucking cannon on your ship to be able to fucking fend off a whale, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Or a
Like
giant
Wait.
squid. A giant squid would take that little boat boy and tear that ass.
Wait. Let me ask. Who do y'all think would last the longest?
Wait, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wait, what'd you say, Brago?
This is the thing, Brago.
Hold on.
A giant squid is definitely, if you see that shit coming and you on this boat, you're done. At least
Quietly. I guarantee you, quietly, there's a much higher chance of you seeing a fucking tiger than me seeing a fucking giant squid.
Niggas were taking tigers out since
Oh my god.
Quietly-
Okay. Maybe not a tiger, maybe a lion or a panther or a bear or a fucking
What of a
snake
bad
or
black
a black man. What?
I'm low.
I said a Black Panther.
Oh.
I mean, but
Yeah.
like,
Ali.
Almost got him.
Like,
Yo,
yo,
get the fuck
like,
outta
what are
here,
you talking
Brago.
about?
All right.
Alex,
Let's
no.
change, let's change the scenario again. Let's change the
okay,
scenario
okay.
again, bro.
What's up?
All right. So these are the two options. You either have to.
See a black
It's-
man. What the
It's
fuck?
the ocean. it's the ocean and the jungle again, but it's the worst parts of the ocean and the jungle. But in the ocean, you get a fucking ship with some fucking cannons on it, and in the jungle, you get an AK.
A tank?
Give me the ship.
No, you
Give me the
can say
ship.
Everything's so stupid.
Give me the ship. Give me the ship.
I'm
Give me the-
spraying everything.
Bro, I think y'all niggas are underestimating how
Nah,
fucking
I'm
dangerous the
spraying
jungle
everything,
is.
cuz.
Bro, I
have
think
to
you're
know what
underestimating
part
how
of the
dangerous the
ocean
ocean
even
is,
Straight in
bro.
the fucking ocean.
No, bro, but I'm
I
saying
have to
in
know
the
what worst part of the ocean means.
I think there's more,
I am.
especially because we're saying there's a lot more time we're spending in the jungle. There's a lot more shit that can get rid of you quick.
Bro, you could probably take a lot of tigers and orangutans down with an AK.
I don't know
That's
about
what I'm
that.
saying.
I don't know about
You have
that.
unlimited-
No, you can't. I don't think you can. I don't think you
Once
can.
you blast,
Here's
Do
the
you have
thing.
unlimited bullets?
Yeah,
No,
sure.
no, you don't.
That's not the bad thing about the jungle. That's not the bad thing about the jungle at all. It's not fucking.
man, I don't even need an
tigers.
AK.
No, but the thing is, once you shoot that
Bro,
fucking
Corey, what do you mean you don't need
AK,
an AK.
Nah, nigga.
Yeah,
you
I
need,
said,
bro,
just give me a
nah.
give me an AR, and I'm gonna fuck some shit up.
Yeah, and then fucking Caesar and his tribe comes out, and you just reload and fucking.
like
fire.
24 Complex says, can you hit a
Hey,
can you hit a mosquito with a bullet?
Nah.
I can.
If you're Yasip, you can.
I'm
Nah,
gonna
Yeah,
knock
bro,
the wings
that's
off
what
that
would be the most.
motherfucker.
That's what I would be the most afraid of in the jungle is like the insects and the different plants and shit.
bro, I'm scared of everything.
Yeah.
What?
Ain't no
I mean-
insect low different me. I'm
I
out.
mean-
That's out.
Ain't no
Bro.
insect low dipping me.
Bro,
Ain't no-
especially if you get bit by something, bro, and you don't know, like, let's say
They
you
said
get
we
bit
know
by
Corey
something,
out.
bro,
He can't
tweet.
shoot.
Go back.
Hey, bro, imagine,
Bro, you don't know,
Imagine-
bro. You don't know what's in the
imagine-
ocean, bro. Brago, you don't know what's in the ocean.
Yourself in the leg in the jungle, like by
You don't know what's in the ocean, bro. Like that's the
No,
that's the-
Matt, I agree, but I think there's more chance of encountering something in the jungle that could kill you than in the ocean on a boat.
bro,
Bro, the dangerous
Imagine
thing
quietly
about the
training
ocean
for
isn't the giant
two-
squid that
bro.
may or may not get you. It's the waves. It's the climate.
No,
That's
that's
the
no,
same-
but
it's the
I'm willing
fucking
to
ocean,
take my
nigga.
chance with that. I'm willing to take my chances.
See,
with
you're,
that.
Drizzt, you're thinking about this too much, bro.
But-
We're
yeah.
really more just
Yeah.
thinking about whether or not we would
Yeah.
rather 1v1 a tiger or a whale.
You can't 1v1 that well, fam. It's over.
But the thing is, no, but I'm saying is like there's a much higher
Yeah.
chance of encountering a tiger than a fucking whale.
Is it?
True.
Yeah.
'cause
there
that's
aren't
what we
that
were
many
talking
tigers
about.
left in the
it
world.
depends on what
so-
sports you're in.
All right, listen, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know anything about either,
Yo,
but I feel like
okay,
I feel
take
like the
out
ocean's
tiger,
so big.
predator. There's a much higher chance of encountering that in the fucking jungle.
I feel. Imagine this, bro. There's a. It's just pure RNG. They either drop you in a random spot in the ocean or a random spot in the jungle. I feel like the ocean's gonna be safer most of the time.
As long as you don't turn your back to big cats, they won't attack you.
Oh my god. Bro, nah,
You just gotta
nah.
steer
Imagine, bro, imagine quietly training for 2 years for like the fucking
from
jungle and then dying to a mosquito.
Mosquito. The first
Not even a
bite.
fucking mosquito. This dude.
No, this nigga
poison
died to
ivy or
like
some
some
shit.
like soldier fire ants or some shit. Just fucking take this nigga out when he's sleeping.
He
Bro.
probably died just from
Quietly-
eating
quietly
something he's not
uses a
supposed to eat. Like
fucking-
these are my macros.
Riley's gonna take a shit and then fucking use a leaf to wipe his ass and give me a poison
No,
ivy in
a
his
snake
ass.
gonna slither up while he's taking his shit.
He's
Bro,
gonna use a
what?
poison ivy leaf.
No,
Poison ivy leaf
dog.
to wipe
You
his
literally
ass.
getting fucked by the jungle at that point.
All that shit.
Literally.
Nah, dog. I'm cool on the jungle. I am cool on it. As much as I hate the ocean.
Brago, think about
That's
this.
an hour one. Like,
Brago, just think about this. All you would need to do is train how to make a tree house within those 2
Oh, that's
years.
it? Wait.
Yeah.
Do you think if you go into a tree,
No, you
you're
just-
safe?
I think if I can plant on top of this tree and then and make it look like what was that Star Wars? Like the Wookiee, they started living on top of the trees. I'd be like that.
Those
Do-
trees don't exist in the jungle.
wait.
Well, we going to Brazil where the Trump.
Ali,
sticks
do you
flat
think
block.
these fucking animals can't climb?
Fuck no. The
Bro,
ones that
you
can,
would-
I ain't
bro,
scared
you
of.
would be able, bro. You would be able
the
to make
ones,
shelter.
the ones that can, I'm not scared
Fam,
of. Wait,
you would be
Ali,
able to make shelter in a jungle. Like you could build something. Like nigga, you can't do anything to protect yourself with a boat in the ocean.
bro.
Brago,
Listen,
Brago,
Matt.
just
There's
Brago,
nothing.
get
Brago,
fucked.
look, I have the high ground. I'm
Dog,
at the advantage.
there's
At
nothing
that
that
point,
you're
I'm just a
building-
bitch if I die.
There's nothing that you're building in the jungle that's gonna protect you.
That's bullshit.
I would actually say that's bullshit.
Like what?
If you were an actual
Bow and
expert,
arrow,
you
a
wouldn't
spear?
be
No, but
3 years.
I'm saying
A
you're not gonna be an expert.
Bro, you get 2 years
You
to
got 2
prepare.
years.
In 2 years,
mean
you're
you
not gonna
can't-
be an expert.
You
You get
can't,
2 years to
you could
prepare, bro.
learn
You can
pretty good
learn how to
survival
build
skills
some
in 2
shit,
years.
bro.
bro. So
Bro,
you telling me you ain't
you're-
gonna be able to learn how to make a fire in 2 years?
You can make a fire, but that's not protecting you.
It's not.
No. Where you gonna put
Fire
yourself?
can't protect
Wait, wait.
Animals are scared. Animals.
Fire
are scared of
will prevent a lot of
No,
animals.
no,
from actually attacking you.
it will prevent some animals, but it's not protecting you.
For one, if
Why
I
not?
see something that's threatening me, I'm burning the whole jungle down.
I'm burning that bitch.
Oh my god! So
Bro,
you're
what
gonna
does that
wait?
even mean?
Are you
You're
gonna
gonna kill yourself.
you're gonna kill yourself?
You're gonna be running away from the fire.
They're not gonna be
You're
getting the
gonna
dub,
die
bro.
from the fucking smoke cloud.
The smoke gonna kill you before the
They don't get
fucking
the dub, bro.
animals.
But they not killing.
And then that fire, everybody gonna have eyes on your ass at that point. You better cold camp, nigga.
But they not killing me.
Oh, okay.
You gonna
Okay.
look stronger on the news article? Die from smoke cloud?
Died from smoke.
Death by
But
cloud?
I low this.
Tried to catch too much smoke.
Yo, that's a fucking wild ass scenario. And like I said, I hate the ocean, but still, I'm going with the.
We
going
never
with
even
the-
talked about fucking a silverback running up on you.
Silverback.
Silverback.
Hold up, let me Google something real quick.
You about to Google what a silverback like?
No.
Okay, what would y'all rather enter a contest to kill?
What?
That's it.
They said,
Well, I think
yo,
he's trying
they
to say-
said you can die from, your feet being wet for a prolonged period. You can develop trench foot or immersion foot in the jungle. That's a water illness.
I'm
that
in
you
the
can
air,
get-
Brago.
What?
I'm in the trees. Remember, I'm in the trees. How am I gonna have wet foot?
Wait, so you're not walking at all?
It also
No,
rains.
I'm gonna make sure I can get to the fucking tree as fast as I can.
They say you can also
Wait,
get sick
that's
from
actually
drinking the water in the
crazy.
jungle.
You can
Because
really
they-
just get fucking sick from having your feet being wet.
Yeah,
for
and
too
it said it
Yeah,
contains
trench foot.
the water contains parasites. You can't just drink regular water. You got to find the best water to fucking drink in the jungle.
That's
You can kill
2
the
years.
parasites
I can
by-
learn
by-
this shit.
by
2
boiling-
years.
by
I can
boiling
learn
the
this
water.
shit,
You can
Brago.
kill the parasites. How about that?
They said the list of inedible plants is long, so if you're the adventurous type, you should own a manual that lists the edible and inedible plants in the area.
Brago, what I'm
Imagine,
asking you is,
imagine walking up on Corey like, you know that shit poisonous. Like, I like it.
I like it.
They said they said especially mosquitoes, malaria, dengue fever, yellow fever, West Nile virus.
Brago,
Bro, Froob,
but what if
Google
you
what
just get
trench
a
foot looks
fucking
like.
hole in your
Haha,
shit?
do I really want to see
Or in
this?
your
Just
butt?
Google it. It was real popular around like World War One.
Yeah,
Very
I've
popular,
heard about
actually.
it before, but I actually don't even know what it is. To be
What?
honest.
Trench foot.
Oh.
Trenchy foot.
If I get to
What
the jungle,
happens to
do
your
I get
feet?
a-
They
do
just
I get an
fucking
ele-
start like
Bro, they
deteriorating?
start deteriorating. Yes.
Ew.
Oh shit!
God
I don't want that.
damn.
Man, that's kind of
Hell
crazy.
nah, Playboy.
Y'all got it.
Oh
man.
yeah, the tissue just starts fucking decaying. Oh.
Now that boat sounds kind of good. Now at that point, that kind
Yeah.
of got me.
But what if you just get a fucking hole in your boat?
That kinda
Also,
got
to
me.
be fair though, in this scenario, I don't know how long I feel like it would take a long time to get.
You're
this.
there
I don't
for
know if you-
isn't it 30 days versus 3 days?
Brago,
Was it 30
Brago, what
days?
if
I
you
don't
get
know.
a fucking
No. 3
hole
days.
in your
3
boat?
days versus 30 hours.
Yeah, I don't think you can get in 3
You could
days.
definitely survive for 3 days without getting that, but
Oh shit, this shit look gross. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
bro.
Oh.
You say you're gonna
Bro,
get trench foot in
what
the
if
boat.
you
How?
get?
Well, if you're
30.
I
Well,
mean,
You're
mean,
there
if
for
the
30
waves-
hours.
If the waves are
You're there for 30 hours.
yeah, I don't know if you get 30 hours.
All it takes is
If
one
you were
tidal wave.
just straight up floating in the water, then
Yeah.
oh
That's
my
a story.
goodness.
Yeah, y'all
bro,
got
this
y'all
shit
trench
is
foot, bro.
gross.
Cool on that. The scene.
Brago,
And
what if you get a hole in your boat?
what do you mean?
Done.
How are you gonna patch it up? You're on a fucking boat.
What do you mean? They got shit for that. I got 2 years to prepare, right?
No, you say you just got that, bro. You said you got one of them bitch boats.
He gonna be like Frankie and just repair
did
that
he
shit
say he
himself.
had a bitch boat?
Yeah, I never said that.
That's the situation,
I never
no?
said that. No, I never
Oh,
said I
the
got a
Corey
bitch
said, he had
boat.
to, Corey said he had to go, unfortunately.
Oh shit, she rolled up
damn,
on him.
The missus.
Yep, she definitely rolled up on
She's
him.
like, "What, nigga, come to bed."
Talking to your friend?
Did I just see you having fun?
Yeah. Why are you having fun in there?
So
That's
y'all didn't
funny.
see Titanic. Some of those people survived. I guess. Yeah, 30 days in the jungle. Nobody's coming back from that. None of us are coming back from that. 30 days.
Absolutely not. No fucking way.
No way.
Like
even
I said,
even with fucking 2 years, 5 years trading.
It's ridiculously hard just to survive a few days.
And
Like
wait,
even
third-
experts.
Wait, hold on. You're in the jungle and you have nothing? You're just
No, you have things with you. You have things.
basic shit.
Yeah, your basic things. You got
You
bring.
got
you
an
get-
iPad.
just give me one of those like fucking.
That's what
army
Froob was
knives.
definitely
That's
thinking
That's all
about.
I need. That's all I need.
You say you need
That's all
an army knife?
You got your
Yes.
PC.
Give me like a Swiss Army knife. That's all I need.
Yeah, bro. Just give me a hut with a PC, bro. I'm chilling.
That's
You can just play League.
Yeah, just fucking jerk off.
30 days.
Yeah,
Okay.
30 days.
Until a tiger comes.
Google
knocking.
what plants are safe to eat.
Nothing special. Said apologies to you, Brago, but I'm built different. 100. All right. Bro, you got it, man. To give me a hot air
pretty
balloon,
little.
I'm good.
He said he built different, but his name
It's a-
is nothing special.
It's that Ollie's getting folded by a honey badger. I believe it.
Bro,
But honey
we would
badger
all,
can do
bro,
it-
we would
yeah,
all
what?
get folded by a honey
Honey
badger.
badgers aren't a joke, bro.
No, I
Yeah,
think I
what?
think I got it.
Bro,
I don't
you
even-
crazy as fuck.
You
I
are
don't even know what a honey
tripping.
badger is, but they sound soft as hell. I'm not
Bro,
gonna lie.
go,
Exactly.
yo,
Honey
go look
badger?
up-
Honey badger
Go look up a
don't
honey
care.
badger.
Honey
Go
badger
look up
don't
a honey
care.
badger hunting. Go look up a
Alright,
honey badger hunting.
All right. How big is
Bro,
it?
I
Is it
think
big
I
as
got
a
a honey badger 5.
Honey
head.
badgers are monsters, bro. Don't give a shit.
Bro, them things are fucking
Bitch,
vicious.
how you know I'm
bro.
not a monster? Dog, I'm beating this.
Because
Little
you're not built
motherfucker.
different, Brago.
I'm beating this little motherfucker, bro. I'm
Quit
sorry.
playing.
Aw,
bro.
bro. There's no way I can't beat this.
I'm being
motherfucker.
this
Bro,
little
look,
motherfucker.
bro, watch it, bro. Them things are immune.
This
to
is just
poison.
a fucking like evolved skunk, bro. Get out of here.
You said an evolved skunk, nigga. What,
And this nigga don't really stink. Come on, bro.
Level
Nah.
36.
bro?
Finals.
Nah, fam. That nigga's vicious, bro. Honey badgers ain't shit to play with. Bro, y'all crazy.
Fucking zigzagoon. No, bro. I'm cool.
big-
You probably get injured. But
I
Wait,
got
how
it.
long is 3 meters?
Not that long.
3 meters? That's like 9 feet.
Yeah, I think 3 meters is about 3 meters.
Yeah, it's like
Insane.
Wait, these things. There's no way. It says this thing's 9 feet long. That doesn't
No,
sound right,
no.
bro.
Honey badgers are not 9 feet long.
Yeah, they ain't.
Yeah, that's what I
9
was
feet.
saying.
What is that, an anaconda?
Oh, we talking about? Oh, now we talking about me, huh?
Bro, a honey badger is gonna give you some problems, bro. Like you're not just gonna be able.
I'm not
You're
saying.
just
I
gonna
don't
be
think
able-
any. No,
My
it's not gonna be
anaconda
easy.
don't-
I think
My
I got the honey badger over Alehh, but I don't think it's not taking me that easy. Not that easy.
What?
I probably get the honey badger over Ollie too.
What the fuck kind of random ass shot is that? What kind of random ass shot is that? We having a good time here. You just gonna take a shot at me like that?
Bro, I'm just. It's kind
Bro,
of facts.
somebody said a honey badger equals a weak
you
ass
bitch.
skunk. What are y'all on, bro?
I mean,
what?
bro, it basically is just.
It's basically
kind
a
of
skunk. Yeah,
It's basically the quietly of skunk.
Exactly. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Them niggas are immune to poison, bro. And
Bro,
they,
I'm not poison. I'm
Bro,
boxing
yeah,
this nigga.
Why do you keep saying that like
You
we're fucking
boxing this
Peter
nigga.
Clown or something?
you boxing this nigga.
What do you mean by boxing?
I'm boxing him.
You
Jab
not
him in the
finna
eye?
box that nigga, bro. What?
Dog,
How-
Matt,
how
I'm
many
about
rounds?
to
Bro, this
jab.
nigga's gonna-
I'm jabbing this nigga to death.
Bro, this thing's gonna
Bro.
bite onto my ankle. I'm gonna use my other foot and break its fucking neck.
Bro, y'all know honey badgers be fighting lions, right?
And Luke, bro, Jack fought Fujitora and fucking.
We not talking about One Piece, Brago.
Bro, I'm saying he fought him.
Trash for that.
He fought him.
So trash for that.
He fought him because somebody
lose.
fight him. Then you can still lose.
Bro, go look up honey badgers versus lions. I'm not saying like a male lion. I'm saying like
You
a
said
female
honey
lion.
badgers. Now you
No,
saying
no,
they
no.
ganging
A
up.
honey badger versus a lion.
Oh, 1-on-1?
Dog, if they're beating up on baby lions, that don't count.
Nigga, not baby lions, bro.
This dude, Brago, literally had me kill the spider in my bed for him, and he's talking about he can take on a fucking.
Wait,
honey. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
why am I in your bed?
Because that was my bed. Remember in LA?
Why am I in your bed?
That was my bed. In
Nah,
LA.
nigga, that's my
Top
bed.
butt.
Nah,
Bro,
that's my
what-
bed.
what is up with the chat calling everything a pussy, bro? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all lions are pussies. Come on.
No.
Wait,
They're
hold
right,
on.
bro. They can take on fucking honey badgers 5 head, bro.
Matt, you can't be fucking serious.
Why is this thing called a honey badger? Does it like
Matt,
smell
are you
money or what?
serious?
What?
You talking about how they fight fucking lions? Dog, literally, it's like a fucking cat playing with a bird.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. I looked up honey badger versus lion. There's like 6 lions with honey badger, and they're all just like fucking with him.
He's fighting them niggas off, bro.
Yo!
Like, they killing this nigga, bro.
Dog, let me show y'all what
They
the fuck
literally
Matt is
kill
talking
it. They
about.
literally
Y'all ever seen Lion King and fucking fucking Timon and Pumbaa?
Oh, shit.
Are you fucking kidding? Y'all, look at this shit.
Bro, y'all are trolling.
Please
so
look at
hard,
this
bro.
shit. Please look at this shit, dog.
Where did he link this?
I am fairly certain that a pit bull just fucking ruins
dog,
a fucking honey
are
badger
y'all
any day
kidding
of the
me?
week.
This is in the jungle. The mighty jungle. What the fuck? Oh my god. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This
I'm just saying, Brago, are you doing this to a lion?
bruh, dog.
Holy stupid, bro.
Dog, are we
Hey,
serious?
bro. Okay, look. Bro, look. I got a lion, bro. But the honey badger puts up a fight.
Yeah, I see.
Nigga not going out like no
Uh-huh.
bitch, bro.
Uh-huh.
Going out
The
like
honey
no
badger
bitch.
wants to walk over there, Brago. But you're not understanding.
Yup. 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 They do. They do. The motherfucker was just playing, bro. Come on. Honey badgers ain't fighting no goddamn lions.
Look where the honey badger at. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, bro. You making the niggas run from here, bro.
Okay.
That's what Luffy did the entire time. He just ran and then he finally gave up. Yeah.
No, he just walked him home. That's all the lion did. He's like, bro, nigga, get out of here. Like,
That is a good point, Brago. Maybe the honey badger was trying to get his hockey to bloom.
I guess by running away. Okay, you're right.
The honey badger versus the lion is like that meme or gift that everyone uses of like the midget trying like to hit like those 3 adults.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. That's literally what it
I know
is.
exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my god, Ali, my bad, bro. My bad. I was disrespecting you. Say you can't. Be
I
the
still might
fucking
take the honey badger.
Yeah,
So you don't think Ali could beat a honey badger?
I think he can now. After seeing that, I think he can. I think he can. I don't think a honey badger's beating Ali.
This is a weird question, but what is the animal that would give you the most extreme diff fight, but you could still beat it?
A Great Dane.
This nigga said a Great Dane. What?
Yeah.
If he was fighting for his honey bun.
The king of Wakanda.
Yeah, a Great Dane?
Nah.
What do you think, Matt? What do you got?
Nah.
What do you got, Matt? Nigga said beer for me. Y'all shut up.
Yo, get the fuck out of here.
Shut up.
Said what?
Nigga
Bear.
said beer. Nigga said beer for me.
Out of here, bro.
Winnie the
Hey,
Pooh.
a bear is like
Beat
a bear
up
would a bear would beat every fucking animal.
You know what? A
Every
bulldog.
land animal a bear would beat.
I think I can take a bulldog.
But the thing is, I'm so ignorant when it comes to
That's fair.
like I.
Nigga
I
said,
personally
yo,
don't
What the
Ask-
fuck are you? I'm being realistic. What the
Ask
fuck
I
are
said a
y'all doing?
parrot.
A parrot take you to extreme
Didn't
difference.
Braga run from a beagle? No. First of all, okay, it wasn't a fucking beagle. All right.
Yeah, it was a
Nigga, you
chihuahua,
ran from
get it right.
Shiloh?
No, it was like a German Shepherd. It was a German like
Yeah,
it was
they
like a
always
Ge-
German
like a
shepherds.
German Shepherd. It was a big ass dog, man. It was no fucking beagle, dog. But eventually I fought, and I gave him something. He kind of left. He didn't want that smoke, so
You kicked that nigga?
nah, I ain't kick him.
What you do? You punched him?
Nah, I ain't punch him.
What you do?
I gave him a honey bun, bro. That's what I did, and he
You
left.
gave him a honey
He
bun?
gave
gave
him
it
up.
or he took it?
I gave it to him, bro. I dropped it, and then he took it.
So
What?
you took it.
Okay, so you saying a dog is the animal that would give you a high diff fight?
I said a pit bull.
I
you
said
guys think that?
Great Dane. Yeah.
Do you guys think that you could? Nah, listen. When I say this, I'm talking about like not like the best, but do you think you could kill a wolf?
Hell no.
Depends on the kind of wolf.
Depends on what I have with me.
It's
I'm
just your
killing the
bear.
wolf.
Bare hands.
I'm-
Bare
Are we
hands.
still getting the
With
2 years of,
animals like
wait, are we
wolves
talking
or
about
like-
right now or 2 years of prep?
No, right now.
Right now.
Right
No,
now, fuck,
stupid.
no, that wolf would eat my ass, bro.
No, I would
I
probably be
literally
like,
get B stars, bro.
No,
like,
dude,
he
I would
literally be my
definitely.
shit.
I think we could probably beat a wolf, but we'd have to be like Shanks and sacrifice our arm.
Where then you're gonna die.
But you beat them, so
But you beat it. It's a high
Yeah,
dip fight.
No, but
My
the
thing
thing is,
if
like,
they
you
try
gotta
to fight
survive as well. That's the
you
point
gotta
of
I'll
it.
survive a
survive.
little
No,
bit.
but you could.
It's
could
like
also
wiping a
bite-
Marine for it. I'll
You
survive.
could also bite them. Like while he's
Yeah,
biting me, I'm gonna bite his. I'm gonna
That's
bite
not how
right
this works,
I'm
though.
gonna
Like,
bite right to his jugular.
I'm gonna bite right back.
the thing
Wait,
is,
bite-
Said, wait, did you just say you put your face or your mouth on a dog's balls?
No, his jugular. That's his throat. And just kill him.
That's not what I think
I
about.
thought you
bro.
said and juggled them. I thought it's what I was like, I don't know what that's gonna do, but all right.
I'm a
I'm
juggler.
And juggle them.
I'll give you the dub.
I mean, if you juggle his balls, that'll definitely intimidate.
That,
it.
yeah, I think so. I think you're the
He'd probably just
captain
stop
then.
fighting you, honestly.
I think a wolf can be super aggressive, and wolves are huge. I don't think you understand how big wolves are.
Yeah,
they're pretty
wolves
big.
are really big.
I don't think any of us are beating a wolf.
Yeah, but we're not talking about a prime wolf. We're talking
But
about
how
like
much?
a mid-
yourself,
How
Brago.
much? How much can a wolf bench actually though? That's what I need to know.
Yo,
Because if
that-
he ain't putting up, at least
How
225.
strong is
yo, when this nigga's grabbing Quali by his dreads and dragging him through the fucking jungle, you're like, man, this nigga kind of strong. Nah, bro, nah, I think a
Well,
wolf is
that's
too
great.
much.
Oh my god.
What are you looking
Okay,
at? You
never
looking
mind,
at a
bro.
wolf?
He looked at how big a wolf was.
No, it says that. Well, I don't really know what this means. It says the biting capacity of a wolf is 1,500 pounds of pressure per square inch. But then it says the strength of a wolf's jaw makes it possible to bite through a moose femur in 6 to 8 bites.
Oh well, mooses are biggest.
Come on,
Yeah.
bro. Come on, bro.
But
That's
no,
your,
no, but
that's your spine, dog.
That's 6 to 8 bites though.
This nigga about to carry all of us away in his fucking mouth.
If you don't get me by the third bite, I'm winning.
How?
What?
Third bite, nigga. The first bite, you done.
Yeah, what? You gonna lose too much blood?
I mean, bro.
Bro,
Violet,
wolf
we
could
just went
probably
over this.
snap
This is a
your.
fucking. This is a moose, dog.
Wait,
This
wait,
isn't
he's
fucking-
probably gonna crush your arm because
Yeah.
he'll grab onto it and then start ragdoll.
And at that point, you're bleeding to death. You're starting to lose like
But while he's
Strength.
ragdolling your arm, you could like put him in the
No,
full
but
Nelson
quietly-
with the other arm.
a full
Bro, that's
Nelson,
excruciating pain that you've never felt, bro.
bro.
Like,
Did you just say you'll put a fucking wolf in a full Nelson?
Yeah.
I mean,
Listen,
to
listen,
win
bro.
against the wolf,
No,
you
listen.
probably have to do
This
something like
nigga
that.
full
That's-
Nelson is gonna be just like leaning on the wolf, like get off me, nigga. Get off me, nigga.
Yo, I found a Quora article. This guy could be the most creditless person of all time, but he answered the question: is a wolf stronger than a human? He says humans are stronger than wolves physically if you take people from Eastern Europe or
Eastern Europe.
or
That's
well, it says
cap.
whose daily life is a lot more
You talking
physical.
about Russians?
Well, basically, he's saying like
Stone
A
Masons.
Russian is a
he
stronger
says
than a
whose
wolf.
daily life is a lot more physical than those of Western Europe or the Americas. They can easily crush most wolves.
Easily crush most wolves.
They're
I'm
bred
not
to
saying
kill
they can go
wolves.
unscathed. Most of the people have no idea what they are talking about, and it's the same thing where they used to say that chimpanzees have 5 to 6.
He says in Soviet Russia, maybe.
I could see Khabib taking down a wolf.
No, Khabib is not taking out a fucking wolf.
Well, that's the thing. That's what the guy said in this thing. He said
Didn't
the
he
only
fight
thing that,
bears when he was a kid?
Bro, you fought like baby bears.
this is the thing,
Domesticated bears.
Shit, that's more than you.
bro. I feel
How
like
you know?
I feel like
I know you, bitch.
I feel like you're so much more versatile than a wolf, bro. All that thing can do is bite me, bro. I can fucking kick.
That's
I can
all it
fucking-
needs.
nigga, they got claws. What?
All they can do is bite me. Yeah, I think
can
The
bite
wolf
my
is
wolf.
LeBron James, and you're you, Froob. He can dunk on you whenever.
What?
Simple.
Bro, Froob, go look at how big a wolf is.
I think I know how big
I see
wolves
someone
are,
said
but
what I would rather
Nah,
one-
bro, I
I
don't
see
think
someone
you
said,
do, bro.
would I
Well,
rather
he probably
1v1
does, but there are wolves, and then there are actually like
would
large
I rather
wolves.
one
The
v
only,
one a wolf
I
or
don't.
an
The,
alligator?
there's like very few people I think that could take down a wolf. The Rock,
Rock.
The Rock.
What
Dwayne
about
the Rock
Conor-
Johnson.
What about Liam Nielsen? He took
Okay,
down
can
wolves.
Conor McGregor
Fuck
take out a
no.
wolf?
No.
No.
In the
Can
octagon,
Mike
maybe.
Tyson take out a wolf?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Prime,
No.
prime Mike Tyson.
No.
Yes.
Yo, what
No.
is y'all talking
Yes.
about?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You
You
a
think
fan?
the
I'm
wolf
putting my
gonna
money on
wait
Mike
for a
Tyson, bro.
combination for Mike Tyson?
The wolf's teeth is getting smashed.
He's gonna bite that wolf's ear off.
Like, what are we talking about? Like, he gonna
Bro,
uppercut?
man, y'all niggas said Mike Tyson versus, like, bro, like, no, man, this nigga's not. He probably would land some punches on a wolf. I'm not saying that he's not, but like,
Yo.
how much,
Land like
how
one.
much is like, bro? What is how much is a Mike Tyson punch gonna do to a wolf?
A lot.
Is it gonna knock it out?
Playboy. What?
I would say I'd rather much fight a wolf than a tiger, though.
I'd rather
no,
fight a
no,
wolf than
no.
Mike Tyson.
Somebody asked a wolf or alligator.
You wild
a
as
wolf,
fuck, Ali.
A wolf or alligator.
I might
Yeah.
agree with
No,
him.
dude.
I might agree.
I
A wolf
might
or
agree
an
with him
a
on
wolf
that
or
one.
an alligator?
I'll choose
Fuck
the wolf.
Yeah, the wolf,
The
bro.
alligator's low different,
Nigga, if
fam.
an alligator bite your arm and do that fucking death roll thing,
it's a wrap.
oh
It's a
fuck
It's a
no.
wrap. You
That
can't-
nigga gonna rip your shit out.
And you can't
What if
put
you
him
do
in
a death
full
roll
Nelson.
first?
Shit.
You gonna roll your
Can't do
own,
no
you gonna roll your own arm off. You gonna do the work for him.
No, you're gonna roll with him. That's what you gotta do.
Well, maybe if you roll, you gonna have to match his rhythm. and
Yeah,
roll with
exactly.
it. That's how you keep.
As soon as that nigga think he got your arm, you just pull his fucking heart out.
Wait, can an alligator beat a bear?
No, Froob, a bear would beat like most animals.
Yeah, I heard bear is like the strongest.
Take
Bears
that
are
nigga
killing
heart.
machines.
Yeah, bear. I think out of every animal, probably minus a tiger, I don't want to fight a bear.
I've come across bears when I've been hunting. It's the scariest shit ever, dude. They're fucking huge. They're so fast.
Yeah, I don't want to fight a bear.
Wait, hold on. Can like an elephant beat a bear?
No.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Yeah, it could. Yeah.
I mean, it's possible, but I think the bear has more wherewithal.
Elephants are usually just they're not gonna put. It's really hard to put an elephant in a life or death situation where it's gonna want to kill something. It's gonna try to.
Lions,
away.
lions, tigers, and bears. Which one you
Do you
gotta
think a
fight?
bear
Choose
can
one.
beat a
Bro,
man bear
Froob.
pig?
Froob, look up wolf size compared to coyotes.
Wait, but I don't think Froob knows how big a coyote is.
Well, I mean, it gives
Nah,
you
I've seen a coyote before.
Where?
The fuck you see a coyote
What
in
do you
fucking
mean?
downtown
A
Chicago?
coyote in Chicago, bro?
I don't live in downtown Chicago, dog.
He doesn't live
But I
downtown.
said, like, where the fuck you going to see a coyote?
It's a
in
coyote.
Illinois.
Can a hippo beat a bear? Yes. Yes. it can.
Yes.
Hippos are insane. Sharks can't even bite through the hide.
Humans
of
are
a
trash. We got no named attacks. Yes, we do. They're called guns.
I got my 9.
Shout out to the elephant gun.
Yeah,
That's low
they're
different.
guns.
The
Yeah, we also have
the actual
fucking
elephant gun.
even before that we have fucking swords and spears and shit, dog.
Okay,
you
what
have
if
to-
you got a sword? Can you beat a wolf?
Yes, you got the reach.
You got the reach.
Yeah, only if
Yo,
you call
Quietly
them
really
bandana.
thinks he's Zorro. Like,
I really hope
Yo,
quietly.
you give me the sword. You give me the sword, and I'm definitely she song in this fucking wolf. And I'm 100% doing the stance and everything. I'm taking him out.
Shut up, you.
oh my god,
By the
dog.
time that wolf get
This
up close
nigga
to
gonna
me,
die.
all I'm gonna do,
This nigga
Nah.
gonna die.
his ass gonna be in half, and I'm just going shing.
Ali, you wild.
This is somebody said
You
with a
heard that,
sword.
man?
I'm
Yes.
watching. Nigga. A sword or a spear would better be enough. I don't know if that's enough because
I
like,
mean, it would be pretty. I mean, having a sword or a spear. I mean,
it's
that's-
gonna help. I think
It's-
I think a
that's a pretty
spear
good
helps
sword,
more than anything. 'Cause
Well, yeah.
that-
Well,
No.
a spear is a better weapon than a sword.
Yeah.
If you throw the spear and miss, then you
not
done.
throwing. I don't.
You're not throwing your weapon.
No,
right,
once
listen,
it's
bro.
like they're coming and you prepare for them to attack, then you fucking.
I
Bro,
would need-
quietly, why don't
I
you
would
take
need some
that sword?
training. I would need some.
Oh, if I got gut
Coyote.
sword, it's over.
I don't know how to use a sword.
gut sword.
Yes, gut sword. I'm out here now. Tell
Oh
me.
are
my
any of you-
god.
You
Are
can lift
any-
the dragon slayer, huh?
Give me 2 wolves at this point.
Are any of you actually confident that you could use a sword properly?
I am.
No,
It
I,
depends on the
I
size.
could use the spear properly.
It depends on the
I
size.
can use a machete
You
properly.
know how much anime I watch, boy? I'm using that sword properly.
Give me a machete, I'm good. I can do that.
I got too many techniques in the bag, fam. I can't name
Somebody
them
said
all.
a fucking glaive.
Bro.
Yo, y'all niggas gotta stop.
Quietly really thinks he can just fucking onigiri the wolf.
Yeah.
He could be like singing like the opening to One Piece or something. He's
Bro,
gonna die.
somebody said if they got the spear, they take a bear. Fuck.
Get outta here,
No,
bro.
under
The
no
bear?
circumstance,
Fuck
bro.
no.
Under no circumstances. will
I'm
I
not
take a bear.
because dead
Bro,
ass.
you're
You gonna poke that bear and it's not gonna do shit. You gonna be
Yeah,
like,
no,
why the fuck is he still moving?
No, your like only hope of that is like the bear somehow, and this is not gonna happen because bears don't fight this way. Is if it rushes you and falls onto the spear and kills itself.
and
for you.
somehow the claws misses you. Like because they're gonna be coming at you and swinging at you, so they fall on the spear and they die before they actually.
Nah, y'all
Man,
are
shit
gonna.
you.
This is that. This happened in an anime before.
Do I have
Okay,
armor
okay.
than hockey though? Do you have
No.
armor than hockey? 'Cause
No.
If you have armor than hockey, then you putting up a good fight.
No, but
what
what I was
level?
gonna say-
What level we talking about?
Oh god.
Hardening.
I
at
just got
least.
triggered by you saying that.
Hardening. Okay.
Yes,
Well, hardening doesn't really defend.
it does.
It doesn't increase defense.
Bro, facts.
It's increased
If I got a
Either
volleyball,
does
if I got
James
a volleyball
Harden.
versus a wolf, bro, I'm mid diffing that nigga.
What?
Volleyball? Yeah,
Minus
you about
tempo.
to spike the shit out this fucking wolf.
Bro, facts. I'm about to do a fucking Oikawa serve. Fuck you mean?
You say you spiked the girls drinking the club? What?
I said, wasn't that in Brother Bear? Brother Bear.
Yo, Froob.
What did he say? What did
He
he
says what
Nah,
you said
don't-
about
he don't-
spiking the
Yeah,
girls
don't.
drink.
Yeah,
say? Yeah, don't let that nigga repeat that.
don't.
Can Braun take a wolf? Of course.
No.
LeBron,
Yeah.
No, but what I was gonna say is
LeBron's an animal.
fucking-
Could Kawhi take a
LeBron's
wolf?
different, bro.
Kawhi. I think
So they said they gonna be like nice kid.
nice.
Nice kid.
Jose said, "I've been trained with the sword. I got this." Yo, but everybody got a plan until they got fucking bit. Yo, then
Bro,
what?
there's a moment, like, I can't remember what fucking anime this is from or what moment, but fucking, if you have a spear versus that bear, bro, you're gonna fucking poke that shit in it, and it's just gonna fucking sit in there, and the bear's just gonna fucking break that shit off while it's still in there, and just
And then
fucking
it's gonna
kill your
use the
ass.
spear.
Yeah, no, not use the spear, but it's just gonna be fucking stuck in there.
Could
while
Shaq
it's
take a
fucking-
wolf? I think so.
Fat
Yeah.
Shaq?
Do you think the Great Khali
Yeah.
could take on a wolf?
Who? Greg Hardy?
The Great Khali?
Who?
Wait, DJ
The
Khaled?
great Khali, he talking about from WWE.
For wrestling.
I don't even know the fuck that is, bro.
Oh, I thought you were talking about DJ
Okay,
Khaled.
I'm not
do
gay,
y'all
bro,
think
but-
y'all think Big Show could take on?
They
Yeah.
probably don't even know who that is either.
I know Big
Nah,
Show.
everybody
Oh,
know who the
okay.
Big Show is, nigga.
What about Mark Henry?
Yes,
Who?
I would say so. That's a big black fat.
he
dude.
was the world's strongest man.
Okay, what about- What about Mike Hunt?
The Mountain.
No. Yes, the Mountain is definitely taking a wolf.
That nigga strong as shit.
Okay.
Yeah, probably the
Yeah.
Mountain.
The Mountain almost lost to a Viper, bro. What you mean he taking on a wolf?
I heard during the filming
It's a
of
wolf,
Game
not a
of
viper.
Thrones that he actually blew up those people's heads when he crushed them.
I heard that too.
Those are real people.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
what?
There's that.
You know the Mountain's signature move where he takes your fucking head and squishes it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Those are actual people, man.
you lost me.
Could Shaq and The Rock double team a bear and win?
No.
Ooh.
That's a high diff.
Do they have
One,
weapons?
at least one of them's dying.
No weapons. No weapons.
Yeah, the bears are. It depends. Maybe a black bear. Maybe.
Bro, I don't think y'all understand, bro. A bear?
But it's 2v1.
Somebody, one of them are dying.
Yeah, like
Nigga.
2v1 actually. It's like, oh man, they got a good
Nigga,
chance.
a bear, bro?
It's
A
Dwayne The
nigga,
Rock Johnson.
no.
Bro, the
A
problem
bear-
is-
No, they're losing. I'm
air,
sorry.
air.
They're losing.
No,
They're
the
losing.
thing is-
They're
is
losing.
I honestly think that Dwayne The Rock Johnson can rock
No, hold
bottom a
on.
bear.
Back up
Rock
for a second,
fucking-
bro. Back up for
Yo,
a second.
Ali.
If they
Bro,
don't have any
have y'all
weapons,
seen that
bro,
bear
they
fight?
cannot kill. You can't do enough damage, I feel
And
like.
he's
with-
getting elevation on that bitch too, like in the.
I don't
fucking
think
Bro,
you
I
have
know
WWE
this is a
game.
movie, but y'all remember that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio where the bear was
Revenant?
like,
Yo,
yes,
I never saw it, so don't spoil, but.
bro.
Nigga,
go
this is
look
like
at that
10
fucking
years
fight.
ago.
Yeah,
don't
what?
Spoil, bro.
That's a great movie. You need to get on that.
Yeah, I probably will.
I probably
you
will. Yo.
Nah, because fucking, well, dude, Leonardo
You're lying,
DiCaprio's
shut
that
up.
fucking boy.
I know you bullshitting, bro. If you ain't seen that shit yet, like, what the fuck you talking
Bro,
about?
yeah,
Spoilers.
I don't watch movies that often, dog. But
It's
Okay,
like
so you're
5
not gonna watch
years.
this shit. Like,
well, then
fuck
don't
out of
spoil
here.
it, dog.
Bro, we're not spoiling it, but just go
Okay,
watch
well,
the
don't-
fucking
Yo,
bear
spoiler
fight,
for him.
nigga.
Just get this
Whether
over with.
we
Just go
spoil
watch
it
the
or
bear
not,
fight.
you're not gonna watch it.
You got this
Just-
week to watch the movie.
Just go watch the fucking bear fight,
Bro,
bro.
because it's not important for you guys to talk about it
You're
right now.
spoiling it next Grove.
Drizzt, I'm gonna fucking.
Follow me.
What are you gonna do, huh?
Follow me.
Just follow me.
Bro, that
Damn.
bear beats the shit out of this nigga, dog.
I feel like you can't do enough damage to a bear with your bare hands, bro.
Khalifa
That's
had
a
the
bar.
question. I guess we
that's
can
a
get to the
bar.
question segment of this and then we end it. It said I've asked this before, but if Haikyuu was an American football manga, do you think it would be as popular?
Okay, so he has asked this question. He said if Kageyama was the quarterback and Hinata was a wide receiver.
I think that
I'd
it would-
fuck with that more.
I don't think it would be as popular.
At that
No,
same height.
well,
is
'cause the
he
thing
not,
is,
is
it's
he
like-
not still short like that to be a
Yeah.
wide receiver?
Yeah, he's short.
No.
I think-
I think-
don't know.
hold
So
on, hold
more,
on.
I think in this case he'd probably be a slot receiver, but I think he could.
Antonio
I think
Brown.
he'd be Antonio Brown.
I think they would have to change like the character designs to kind of fit a little
I
bit.
think
but, like,
it could work, but the helmets, man. Okay, it would have to be a situation like when we see Iron Man, we see inside of his helmet and shit.
Yeah.
There'd be something like that, like for the
Yeah,
characters.
yeah, yeah. Like POV.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a football There's a football
Eye
manga.
Shield is
Eye Shield 21.
trash.
Nigga, you bullshitting.
That
What?
shit ass.
Bro, you clearly haven't read that shit.
Yeah, I
Well, it
watched
can't be
it.
that good because I never heard.
Yeah,
about
the
it.
anime
Wow.
is shit.
Is there a FIFA manga?
A soccer manga? I
Yeah,
don't
there's
know.
like
I don't
2K
think so.
something.
Well,
Actually
there
surprised me.
definitely is. There's a couple of soccer animes, but
They said make him a filthy running back.
Honestly, just make Haikyuu into basketball.
no. There's too
That
many
is- that-
bro. There's too many basketball mangas.
Yeah, but all of them ass except Slam Dunk.
I would like a track and field manga
Yo, I
Is-
actually
Run with the Wind?
called
got a great
called
question.
Bolt.
we just got a great question from the chat. It's for Alehh. It says, "Why do you think Americans suck at soccer?"
Because it's not a focus.
Someone definitely did not say that in the fucking chat.
I mean, Americans do suck at soccer. But
A track and field anime would be one of the dopest
Nice bait, Froob.
fucking series ever, bro.
Oh, fucking love a track and field anime.
The main character would have to be a sprinter though.
Of course. But I think eventually a sprinter, then he
I
starts
feel like
doing
that would be
longer
so
races.
fucking lame. I don't know, dude.
Then he starts doing like long jump and shit. I'd rather have him do like field
long
events.
jumps and relays.
Yeah, that's
I would think
trash.
100 and
You
200.
really think they can make that entertaining? I feel like that'd
Yeah, I
be
was
so
gonna say
bad.
that
Yeah,
shit,
they
bro.
definitely could. They definitely could make that entertaining.
They made volleyball entertaining, bro.
Well, no,
Fact.
but,
But
the thing
volleyball
no,
is
you have to-
entertaining.
It is not fucking, bro. Stop.
You have to think about it like this.
Volleyball is not more entertaining than fucking
Brago,
track and
listen,
field.
Yes, it is.
No,
Bro,
listen. The thing is, at the end of the day, it still has that like fucking battle manga type feel to it, right?
Yeah, team
to where it's to where it's like you're versing an opponent, like, oh, this is a strong.
They're
opponent,
literally
blah, blah,
track
blah, blah, blah.
They're
teams.
literally there's track teams.
Yeah,
There's
but- Okay, but the thing is, at the end of the day, even though Haikyuu is realistic, they still have like that kind of like I don't want to say ability, but they have like that kind of like ability set that like makes it kind of like to where it's like a traditional like battle manga type thing. Like, what the fuck? Oh, fucking this dude, he can run super fast. Oh, the next dude, he can run even faster.
Here's the
This
thing.
guy can run really, really fast. Like,
In track, they have people that they have they're great out off the blocks. You got people that have like great strides. You got people they finish
better
well. You got,
top end
yeah,
speed.
so it's like there's so many ways you can incorporate that to have like amazing rivalries in track. Like Ali's talking about Ali. So you tell me you've watched more volleyball than sprints in your life?
Yes.
Bro, fuck out of here.
Get the
bro,
fuck outta
like,
here,
like
bro.
I just feel like y'all are coming from a ill-informed, like, okay, so just as you learned rules about volleyball and shit, you would be learning about track, and like somebody who has done it could obviously make it make sense.
I understand what you're
It's
saying.
not just gonna be as simple as it's not just gonna be as simple as you just dumbed it down to as, oh, this guy's
Obviously.
fast, this guy's faster,
know,
this
I
guy's
know.
faster.
But
Okay, so
but
if it's obvious, then why the fuck would you say that?
I was joking when I said that, but like my general point still stands. Like, obviously, it's not going to be as simple as what I said, but like the thing is like, even though track is a sport, and like Brago said, maybe you watch more track than you watch volleyball. I think it's way different because, like, put it this way, a lot of the hype that comes in from sports manga is like this team versus this team. At the end of the day, in track, you're not really versing anyone in the sense that, like, yes, you win or lose. That's based on the match, who goes faster or who, like, you know what I mean? But like, you're not versing them. Does that make sense? You're not versing anyone. Like,
Bro,
It's
yes, you
more
are,
of a
though.
free for all than a team.
It's not,
deathmatch.
bro.
That's cap.
yeah,
It's
but
not.
okay.
Unless you're talking about relay.
It is literally, bro.
Track-
Because
I don't know how to
Battle
say
Royale.
this any better. Like, you guys not know what I'm saying? Like, there's
What-
no strategy.
Nah,
what
you
about
use
what
a
about
word,
what
boy.
about what about relay?
There's
There's-
definitely strategy when it comes to running, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You just use your legs.
I don't.
What about relay, Froob?
Froob, not everybody runs the same way.
Not everybody runs the same way. People's form breaks down. Some people, like, bro, you could add so many different variables into that. Like, bro, it's not even funny.
Yeah,
then relays.
I could see it where it would be good just
And
because
then
I didn't know shit about baseball and I thought baseball was always boring. But Diamond No Ace is like fire as fuck to me.
But the thing is,
and
like,
then track is a team sport too. Like, there's a team element with track.
And then Froob, you could just say like, well, oh, this guy can throw a fastball. This guy can throw a curveball. But
you
they're
get
all
a
throwing the
number.
ball.
You get a number amount of points
No.
based on. Listen, you get a number amount of points based on which place you finish. Like you get first place, you get 10 points. Second place, 8 points. Third place is 6 points. So on and so forth.
Let me use Kuroko as an example because I don't remember as much as I do as Kuroko because it's more fresh in my memory. Like, one of the things about that was like, oh, like this dude, his special ability is fucking, he can hit 3-pointers from anywhere on the court. So it's like fucking, like that's like the fucking like special ability you have to get past. So it's like fucking, there's like an interaction. It's like, oh my god, how do we beat this guy? What do we need to do this? But like in something that's like where it's just like purely like, oh, who runs this faster? There's no like obviously you can put something into it, but it's not like, oh, how do I beat this guy? What do I need to do? There's nothing like that. You just run faster than you were running before.
Oh man,
I don't know.
I think
I really think that you're undermining it, bro. But you know, I'm gonna just like, it's.
Well,
I
obviously
think you're oversimplifying it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So like, bro, it's not that simple at all. Bro, there's curves, there's straights. Some people are faster on curves than they are straights.
Like what you just said is like telling a basketball player, "Oh, shoot better."
Right.
The better shooter will always win because he'll score
that's
more.
really not the same thing whatsoever.
That's literally what you said. Oh, you're like, just get faster. That's what you said.
Yeah, but there's no there is no interaction. Okay, put it this way, right? If I do like what is like a track thing, like a fucking 100-yard dash? Is that like a thing or no?
Yeah.
100 meter or some shit like that.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just say 100, whatever.
100 meter dash.
Yeah, 100-meter dash, right? If I'm facing fucking one person in a 100-meter dash, I don't fucking do that 100-meter dash any differently than if I'm facing someone else. It's going to be the same exact thing every time. Obviously, there's personal strategy that goes into it to where like, I mean, I don't really understand it because obviously I've never done it before, but like how you set up, how you fucking like do this and that, like how you can set up to get like the best like momentum off the start and like fucking like obviously there's shit that goes into that, but it's always going to be the same thing every single time. Like there's no like, oh, I'm facing this guy, so like I have to do something different to beat this guy. No.
So you talking about like at the end of One Piece fights, you know, Luke is gonna end it like one hit.
What?
I'm just saying, it's like even though it's something that it's like we know what's coming, no matter what, it can be done in creative ways for it to be different. Where it's like, yeah, in Haikyuu, it's like you can say it's just about like setting and spiking, but then it's like you learn so much more about it. And then I think we have to also take into consideration that other people are also racing, right? Like a bunch of other people are racing.
Yeah, it's not just gonna be a 1v1 thing. And like for instance, bro, like I remember, like so running a 400, right? Like there was somebody running, and sometimes you have a rabbit, right? You could add bro, there's so many different elements that you could add, but like some people's race, if they are not at the 200 mark at a certain time, then they have no hope of winning the match or winning the race. And then like you could implement that into so many different ways, the training that you could put in, and then the fact that there's AAU, like bro, the summer track, indoor track, outdoor track, like bro, there's
like
so many ways that you can make it.
Yeah,
and then my biggest thing about sports anime in general, I personally feel like you can make any sports anime entertaining because of the characters. The characters are the main thing that matters in a sports anime.
I think, yeah, I know what you're saying now. Like, obviously, they could make like a wait, am I here? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I lagged out. Obviously, you can make it interesting about track and field, like 100%. But I'm saying, like, in the conventional way where it's like mainly about like the games, I don't think could be that interesting. Like you could make like the drama of it to where like fucking where like, oh, this game is like super important, we need to do this and like fucking, oh, this guy breaks his leg and then you have to follow the person that's like recovering from fucking this and that. So like obviously like the drama of it could be good, but I don't know. I just don't see how it could be good from like a traditional.
And then another thing, just one more thing, like track and field is not limited to just running.
Yeah, I know that, right? There's fucking hurdles and shit like that. But is there anything to where you actually like, in a
Bro, there's
conventional way,
hurdles.
burst
There's
someone?
hurdles. There's long jump. There's triple jump. There's shot
I think
put,
what Froob is trying to
javelin.
ask is there any way that I can dictate what my
Yo, turn that up
opponents
quietly.
do?
I don't think so, right?
If
I don't.
Like you want to be able to like adjust to your opponents.
Is that Berserk?
Yeah, the
Because
Berserk OST.
Because for me personally, that is like the most interesting thing.
No, but
Good man,
Froob, here's the
quietly, good
thing.
man.
Whatsoever,
I'll
when
say
it
this,
comes to
Froob.
sports is well, hold on, really quick. The most interesting thing is to me when any sport, whether it be fucking like volleyball or even fucking esports, is like different opponents, how different teams go against different opponents, and like fucking like, oh, this team is strong at doing this, and this team's strong at doing this. How does this team deal with that team? You know what I mean? Like that is the interesting shit to me.
Okay, so then let me put it this way: in the track aspect, it'd be like, oh, this guy's got a great get off, but
Mhm.
he's sways towards the end, so that's how you prepare for him. It's like, oh, I can match his get off, or I can consistently be good.
Wait, you talking about track?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's like an idea of what a
That sounds
track.
like, I got
opponent.
Get off.
Wait, hold on, I actually have a question.
I kind of sway at the end too.
Yo, this nigga, yo.
Wait, when it comes to like
Go back to
a
the Berserk.
We say
when it comes
Froob?
to like a high school track meet, right? Is
Yeah.
it like two schools versus each other, right? Is that how it works or no?
It's a bunch
It's
of.
a
It
bunch
could be a
of
bunch of
different
different
schools.
schools come together.
But okay, so like let's say like fucking like they have like fucking whatever, fucking
Fucking
what
fuck.
what are different types what are different types of track
Fuckity fuck.
shit? Like
Oh.
high jump or whatever and 100-yard dash.
Uh huh.
Is it whoever wins the most, like that school wins? Like there's like, a
Whoever
point
gets the
system?
most points.
Yeah, there's like a point system. Okay, I could see that then.
That's what I just said.
Well, I'm just saying it makes more sense now. that I
The
think about
main
it like
event
that,
is
because
gonna be the 100-meter dash.
Well, yeah.
Well,
'cause
no, the main
it
event
could
would be
make
the
sense.
relays.
Well, the
because
relays,
they
yeah,
score the most points.
fuck
yeah.
the
I'm
relays.
saying like a lot
Everyone
of the
wants to
times.
see who the fastest.
Yeah.
No,
That's
yeah,
that's what
actually, that
everybody
makes
looks
more
forward
sense
You
to.
can
now.
literally see who the fastest is in a relay. It's honestly,
Right.
you would be
Relay is
able to
team
judge. You
oriented.
would be able to judge who's the fastest in a relay more than you really would in a 1v1 race because
Well, what I was gonna say is it makes more sense now that I think about it like that because they could add the drama into it to where it's like, oh, this fucking team, they've got the insane high jumpers, so we need to beat them in this, or we need to
Right.
make sure we get one game off them. In
Right.
this
Matt, what I'm talking about as well is like sometimes it could be competition amongst like the same school with like two people that run in the same race. So like with the 100-meter dash, it's like
Yeah.
that's how you develop like some rivalry even amongst like that team.
right.
Yeah,
Or like if you have a team that's like just real good at field events, and then you have a team that's real good at sprinting.
yeah. It makes more sense to me now that I think about it in that term, so I could see it.
Should be lit, bro.
That shit would be insane.
Especially if like the points are close at the end and it's come down to like the fucking
Come down to like a relay, like the 4x4.
and then they fucking somebody fumbles a handoff.
Fumbles a
Rather-
handoff,
Wait,
or if there's like a case where like okay,
Disqualification.
let's say there's a really really fast 400-meter runner, right? But his team isn't that good. But so they put him as the anchor.
The anchor,
And
yeah.
then that nigga has to make up a whole bunch of ground. Dog, do you know how fire that would be in a
Right,
fucking
but the thing
anime?
is, but then he makes up the
Nigga,
ground.
what?
He makes up the ground, and they look at it, and they actually got disqualified because they went beyond the line.
Yeah, bro, exactly. That's where you could do the drama like that. You
Yeah.
could do something like just something crazy, or they drop the baton and then that disqualifies them.
Yeah.
I want to see.
And then
I'd
they can
rather just
anime
have
noise.
Or they
a
don't make the
good
exchange
basketball
zone.
anime.
They
I would
don't
rather
make the
just have a good
exchange
basketball
zone.
anime.
Bro, there's so many things that you could add to track, bro. Like it's not
I agree
just
with what
running.
Alehh said though. Like I think that like in the ideal world, the best possible ever sports anime would be like a basketball
Basketball
anime,
anime.
but yeah, but like done correctly. Like
Bro,
Right.
slam dunk.
Done correctly.
I want to see. I want to see.
well,
the
like,
deadlift part.
but like
Bro,
the-
slam dunk is the GOAT before Haikyuu. What are we talking about?
I wanna
But
see
I'm
the
saying
all
like we need like high Q levels of production. I'm saying like you know what I'm saying.
yeah, I've never
Like
watched
if
Slam
Slam
Dunk, so I
Dunk
can't
got a
comment on it.
Hunter x Hunter 2011 like remake, then yeah, let's put it up
Bro,
there.
if
but-
honestly, if Slam Dunk got an anime remake, I might put it over Haikyuu.
The thing is like the
That's so
reason people
fickle.
give Haikyuu so much praise is because it's like not a single person gives a single fuck about volleyball, but they like Haikyuu. So it's like
Right.
that's why it's
Facts.
good. But like if it was already about basketball and it was that good, then it would be insane. So
Plus, Slam Dunk kind of ends like you want it to continue, but it ends. That's why I don't. It's like Slam Dunk always rubs me the wrong way.
But
It's
also-
like,
Yeah, the slam dunk ends at a fucking terrible spot.
I just
Yeah.
thought about a counter argument to what I just said, because part of the reason why I'm sure to a certain extent some people might like Haikyuu is, like, for example, when it comes to Kuroko, I know Matt said it's just trash because of how unrealistic it is and shit like that, because you know a lot more about basketball. I'm sure most people don't know about volleyball, so they don't like see it and be like, "Oh, this is fucking stupid. This isn't realistic." Blah 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 blah.
Okay. Yeah.
You can kind of like fall into like the fantasy a little
Say
bit
cricket
more.
anime. I'm here for a King Flash.
cricket.
Cricket.
They have like hella cricket movies. Bollywood though.
What is that? What is that one game? Fucking that's like crazy as fuck. It's not cricket. It's fuck. What is it?
Soccer?
What country plays it?
No, it's like
What country
Um,
plays it?
it's more intense than football.
Rugby.
Rugby. There you go.
Jesus.
There's I think there is a rugby anime. It's called like All
Really?
Out. Yeah, All Out or some shit like that.
I saw an anime on Crunchyroll one time where it's a bunch of fucking anime girls and they play like water sports and they hit like
With
balls
their
with their
ass?
asses.
Is that
yeah.
Keijo? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's Keijo.
Yeah.
Of course, Drizzt knows.
You already know, baby.
He's a
I
man of
never watched
culture.
that shit, but like everybody was
never
talking
watched
about it when
it
it
either,
came out. Everybody was
Yeah,
talking
it
about
was-
it.
it was a
Off to
meme.
once.
But
I mean,
yeah.
Ippo has one of the best fights as far as like, yeah, it has one of the best fights in anime and manga.
I want
in my
like
opinion.
I want new age shit though. I don't
They
want,
say
like,
fencing would be elite. I would like fencing. I think I could like fencing.
Do they have like powers?
They need chess, bro.
No,
I
there's
fuck with
no
chess.
there's no powers in Ippo. They have certain techniques. Like there's a guy like just
Dempsey,
different jabs, different just different techniques.
Like I said, I want chess.
My nigga
Chess anime.
Martinez.
A chess anime?
Yeah.
That shit would be
that
lit.
could actually be
That shit would be lit.
That would be really cool.
Don't they have something like that? But it's not chess. It's
A chess anime? No, it's like
I'm talking about March. Is March comes in like a line?
There's also those Hikaru no Go. I think
Yeah,
is another one where it's.
yeah.
I forget what that.
it's,
I think it's called Go. Yeah, Go.
oh yeah, go.
That's the game.
Yeah, it's not chess.
I would like a pimpin' anime also.
A
In
pimpin'
anime?
one?
They said they already got it. It's Hunter.
Tell me it wouldn't be fire.
I mean, true.
Different pimps got different techniques. You got your bottom bitches.
Close on fencing. I think fencing could be dope, bro.
Wiley will not say anything for like fucking 10 minutes and he'll just say the funniest shit. Dude.
Yo, Twitter took down Trump's tweet for violating terms of service.
No way. Are you serious?
That's what SK said.
There's no way. Hold on, let me check. There's no way.
It's a declaration of war.
Against his own people. Yikes.
Is it a declaration?
Oh my god, it's actually true.
They don't fuck with
Oh
Trump.
my god.
This tweet violated
Bro.
the Twitter rules about glorifying violence. Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
How is I mean, I don't think.
Froob's hero just got put down.
Yeah, Froob's like, yo, this cannot happen. We can have.
Daddy?
No, it's just,
Daddy?
I didn't think they would ever actually
Yo,
do that
chill.
to like a fucking true
Niggas
tweet. You
wild.
know what I mean?
Yo, but guys, appreciate everybody pulling up. This is a great episode. I think we put a lot out there on the table in regards to everything that's going on.
By the way, I
Hopefully-
would just like to point out that Alehh moaned right there and no one said a single thing. Double standards.
well, we
Didn't even
expect
hear
it. Ali came out to us last week, so we expect it.
Alehh literally just moaned "daddy" into the mic and no one batted an eye.
Cause this Ali. If this was Corey, then you know. Then
Oh, yeah,
you're
good
like,
thing
huh?
Corey's not here. He would have been like,
You're
huh?
like, pause.
What?
Yeah, that nigga gay.
I like
Yeah,
pause.
yeah.
I like pause.
I like it.
That's my
Right.
preference.
That
Oh,
nigga's
better.
fucking
P-A-Z.
Yo, someone just tagged us on Twitter and then he.
P-A-Z-S. Pretty ass Zoro stands. Pause.
pretty ass Zoro stands. I am
I like
out.
that's
Damn
my
it.
preference.
Follow,
I like
sub,
pause more better.
turn on notifications. What's
I
today?
like Zoro more better.
Today's
Subscribe.
Friday. No chapter this week for One Piece and none of that.
How many
Um,
chapters we got in the last month and a half?
Like
One,
3.
two.
either two
It's
or
a
three.
chapter every 2 weeks.
Remember, it was like a break for something.
Fucking, I feels
It's
like
been like 2, bro.
It was like
feel
a
like we
break
got-
for something.
I feel like we got one chapter this month.
You said My Hero. Yeah, I'm not gonna be caught up by then. Hater. but I'm getting there. But yeah, you can follow, sub.
Nah, we've gotten 2 chapters this month, Alehh.
Okay.
Dolls.
We catch y'all later. Oh, Drizzt,
Peace
thanks
out.
for pulling up. Thank you guys for watching The Grove. Quietly, Alehh,
Episode 2
Matt, Bori, and Food.
of season 2.
Catch y'all later. Peace. You said Mario Kart? I might hop on in a bit, Prince. I might hop on.
Dude.